Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woohoo wee, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killing the house. And I come to do what I got to do, and I got to do what I got to do. Standing tall, standing strong. Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. One of them days, man. Pseudo Killas, man. Man, it's that goddamn SOSA world. Man, it's back right here in the sweet spot, man. Y'all know how SOSA do it, man. He has mastered the art of the conversation, man. We appreciate his style and the way he do it, man. And y'all know exactly what it is, man. We're going to get this thing kicked off right, man, before we even introduce him, man. What I'm telling y'all is, man, stay literate, man.
Stay literate. Teachers teaching. Lack of knowledge, it's a deficit. Why don't you get with it? Can you get with it? Monumental task without it. Why not get with it? Niggas get having fits. It never a quick fix. Trick doing tricks for preacher in the pulpit. The religious think science to be a trick, but it's a religious trick. Pull out a blick, pray to Jesus, but still selling bricks. You still don't get it. You're still with it. Now you're in deficit. So what can science fix? Can't fix your ignorance. Your constant belligerence keeps y'all in the trick. In the trick. That's just content. You stay a cat. What we do with that? We teach the teacher's teacher. Call cap on the preacher. If this was knowledge, you're in the bleachers. The pseudo slick, producing magic tricks. It's all a trick. Back to not reaching you. We the teacher's teacher. Calling cap on the preacher. The grifter thirsting with as a grift. There's no lifting. The tide is shifting. We practice steam. We are lift. It's a polished gift. So what can science fix? Science can't fix your ignorance. Your constant belligerence keeps y'all in the trick. Still in the trick. That's just content. You stay a cat. No time for the grift. We killing pseudo, no that's lit. Shit stay lit. We never quit. Not one bit the literacy is lit. Killing them with the science shit. Whoa. Teachers teaching. Call cap. Stay literate. Steve. Lift.
Man, y'all know what it is, man. We're in this building, man. I see the people that piled up in there. We see Miss Tiffany is in the building, man. Pseudo Killer official. Cedric been killing them with the super shows, man. Pseudo Killer official. Sir Gold, Pseudo Killer Army, man, doing this thing. Gullah, man, Pseudo Killer official, man. They all in here, man. We see Mika. We see you, man. Gideon Block, Pseudo Killer official. We see the debate leaders in the damn house. We see you, man. What's up with you, Gullah? We see you, man. Man, we see y'all in here for this high-level conversation, man. Man, that's how we do it. Only Pseudo Killer style, man. SOSA world is in effect. What's good on SOSA? What is good? What it do? What it do, bro?
Yeah, everything good, man. Shout out to King J. Peace, bro, King J. Yeah, look, man, we're going to have a real good, nice little conversation, man. Clear up a lot of the confusion, misconceptions, man. And then really just talk about, good faith arguments, man. Having a conversation in good faith, man. It's not about got you moments, man. If we're trying to understand topics and come to correct conclusions, man, we got to have a good faith conversation, man. And I felt like the conversation I had with Thunder wasn't a good faith conversation. I think he was trying to produce a gotcha moment. I ended up try to shoot me. I ended up taking a gun from him, and I'm gonna shoot him with the same gun.
Yeah, man. I like your communication style, man. You and Malcolm, man, y'all do a great job with that, yo. So, I entered that style into my toolkit. I already had the Cedric style. I had to add that where you get up there and go against 10 people, right? I like that. I like the way Malcolm come in, man. I mean, the way y'all do it, man, that's leveling up, man. So I like to always add style to what I'm doing, man. I always do that. Y'all see me? That's called growth and development. So yeah, you're right, man. Them bad faith arguments is very, very interesting, and we see it. But I actually think that the bad faith comes in because they not really understanding the subject. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to Google catch up and argue in the middle of Google and catching up though. I think that part of it, man. What you think?
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes if a conversation that may not be knowledgeable about, man, just come in and ask questions. Like they don't even realize, like, man, we've been having these arguments. We had the astronomy conversation 3-4 months ago. So we already dig through it, worked through it, talked about Egypt, Mesopotamia. We already been down these roads, you know what I'm saying? So then we come back, try to do a presentation, lay out the timeline so you can parse through the different ways of thinking, the different modes, and the continuity that shows the growth leading up to modern science. And now we fighting on whether Newton was a scientist. There we are.
And that's that acquiescing to a faulty premise. But I tell you what, in the midst of actually listening to that, I'd already was meeting them before they got there. I say, so the reason they fighting so hard for Newton and Darwin to be scientists, right, and Ibn Harun, because once you say, oh yeah, they scientists, then they can say, well, they was practicing science, then science must have been there. We seen it coming already, like the pitch when they left the hand, bro. We knew what it was. I was like, okay. So I guess we just had to address it, and it's acquiescing to a faulty premise. When that faulty premise actually adds to the education piece, it kind of slides in with what you was talking about. Shit, man. At least damn near 4 weeks ago, you say, look, bro, they not gonna never get this.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But I'm glad everybody took a liking to it. It sparked different conversation on, man, probably 5, 6, 7 different channels. So I'm glad that we got the whole community talking science. So we got y'all right where we want y'all.
Right there, because we can only do it like that, man. We got Titans Debate League. He had a wild conversation over there on that channel, man. But it was healthy. Everybody was talking crazy, but it added to the whole thing, man. So I actually don't mind. I don't mind the attention. I don't like the slander, but I can handle it. I can slander with the best of them if I need be. But we support all the channels, the coming up channels. You never know where that channel gonna be, so we never want to slight channel. So yeah, we appreciate you, Tank. We do. You know what I'm saying? Although there's a competition there, the thing I do in debates, but competition is always healthy. But I always expect the challenge to let y'all know. So let's get it in right now. So let's get that thing in there. Man, come on, man, let's get it rocking. You gonna go first? But of course, you do.
Yeah, let me share my screen for the Thunder conversation.
Thunder, my boy, though, he was in time. They had him in the. Hey, Thunder, I don't mind you taking up for me, but check this out, bro. Like I stay standing, I stay moving, slipping punches. That's what I do. Slip them.
All right, you see it?
I see it. I see the clip.
All right, so we're gonna play from where me and Thunder picked up the conversation. So,
yeah.
Does modern science require a standardized peer review process?
Say it one more time.
Does modern science require a standardized peer review process?
Does modern science
require the answer is yes, Thunder. The answer is
peer
yes.
review process, right? That's what you're saying? All right. So let's do it right. Let's do it right this. Let's look it up.
That didn't exist when
we can look it up. We can look it up. No problem. They say he was the father of modern science, but let's just see. You're saying that because he was not peer reviewed, he was not considered modern science. That what you're saying? That's your point?
I'm saying that I said that there's criteria under the label modern science
No
that he's going to fall short of.
So since he fell short of not being able to be peer reviewed,
You don't have to.
You're saying he falls short of being a scientist. That's what you're saying?
No.
All right, then we'll start right there. Right now, you see how that's what I'm saying. Good faith conversation. Now, let me click the. You can see. Can you see the chat GPT?
No, you just got the video on.
Let me share this other one.
All right.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like good faith conversation. Now, he already switched the question 2-3 times. You feel me? So the question was Newton practicing modern science? And I explained to him. I said, well, partially. I said, but there's certain things that fall outside of the criteria. Then he said, so you saying that because he wasn't peer reviewed as a modern science, right? So he switched the question again, right? And then he tried to look up to see when it was standardized. So I put it in the just to get a timeline from the chat GPT. Put it right. You see it?
All right, let me put it up for you. Okay, there you go.
Understand Newton was born in mid-1600, around 1650, somewhere in there. He died 1727. You see it?
See, yep.
Yeah, so all I asked was, can you provide a timeline for the Royal Society peer review process evolving where it is today? Right? So it gives a structural timeline. So 17th century, founded 1660, then you get the launch of the philosophical transaction, but then you see it says editor-led review under Henry Oldenburg. Submissions were evaluated primarily by the editor, sometimes with informal consultation with trusted colleagues. Key feature, no standardized peer review, trust and reputation dominate, right? That's doing Newton time. So what I was saying, like, there's things that fall outside of the modern framework.
Correct.
You're trying to argue that. So then you get to 18th century, see 730s to 1750. Newton died in 1727. So he's already dead, right? In the 18th century, you get the early structured consultations, right? So now you get the increasing submission volume, prompts more systematic handling. The Royal Society formally assumes control of philosophical transaction. And then you get the committee review introduced. The papers begin to assess by a committee of fellows, meaning a committee of fellows within that society, right? Then a single editor. So now you get that one shift from the editor to a collective evaluation, but it still ain't there yet. Then you get the early mid-19th century. Now you're in the 1830s, right? They start to designate referees to evaluate the manuscripts, right? And then you see the referees, you get the review fellows, and then it's still not external specialists yet. It's still not there yet. So there you see the shift emerge from recognizable peer review structure, reports, and recommendations. So now it doesn't get more formalized to the 19th century. Right? 19th century is important because because it's more standardized, right? You get increased specialization in science, leads to more reliance on subject expertise. So the peer review becomes routine. It's an expected step rather than an occasional consultation. And then in the 20th century, you get we're just gonna get to the read this. I don't want to read y'all there because the limitation is still said not yet broad, anonymous, multi-reviewer system like common like today. And then we just keep going. Now look, we get the post-work, so it's still developing, right? So it doesn't get to the late 20th century to now we get to where we were. So all I was saying to Thunder is that certain things that Newton did fit, will not fit. That's all I was simply saying to him. But like I say, anytime I'm thinking I'm having a genuine conversation. I think it's like a got you moment, right? So I want to just go back to just to listen to some of the conversation that we was having. You know what I'm saying? And just like showing like you know, if you're not really knowledgeable on the subject matter, man, just kind of fall back, bro, and ask questions, man. So we don't got to go there because you can see the frustration on Cedric's face as we start to have this conversation. So I'm gonna keep playing.
Yeah. Let me put this up. Let me make one quick statement.
Ask me did Newton practice, right, modern science?
Yes.
Right? In order to practice modern science today, right, you have to have a standard.
No, not today. Modern science.
Now, my question to you was like, he said, not today, modern science. How can you practice modern science and not be modern? He said, I'm not talking about today. Then you're not talking about modern science.
Right.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it keeps getting crazy. So, but I already gave you that thunder. Like if you want to say he's a scientist, that is not an argument for me.
Yeah, he made that up.
But I understand that when you're doing that, you're being retrospective. The historical exact way to frame it is he was a natural philosopher.
Right. There's a reason for that.
Take what I'm saying, bro.
Tell me the reason.
Put it in a chat GPT. See if I'm fucking that up, bro.
Yeah, we ain't fucking it up. And yeah, you can call them a son. But what I'm saying is our enemies, they did that on purpose. We never made that. We never said that. We never said that. We was doing our thing, and a nut jumped out of nowhere saying, "Are you saying he's not a scientist? Charles Darwin's not a scientist?" I said, "No, he's a naturalist."
Okay, good. So Charles Darwin, is he a scientist?
He's a naturalist.
He's a naturalist.
Watch this. Ask me again.
Is Charles Darwin a scientist?
His official title is a naturalist, but you can retrofit it. I don't have an issue with it. I just call him what they called him in that day, a naturalist.
Okay, good.
Yes, he did all that. And
modern science.
He did all of that, and he can watch this. Watch this.
Go ahead.
He put together a scientific theory with predictive powers.
No problem. Now,
right? But what?
All right. So we're gonna stop right there, and we're gonna go to that. We're gonna see what that is, right? See what we explain to him, and see how it aligns, right? So go here.
Yeah, we're gonna drop the link in a little bit so everybody can get it.
Yeah. This is a quick touch up. It ain't gonna take long. It's a quick touch up because they don't. It's not. It'd be disrespectful if you last more than 1 or 2 rounds. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the next question I ask, right? Why do we see figures like Newton labeled a physicist and being referred to as a scientist when those terms didn't exist during that day? Understand he was a natural philosopher. So I said, and also with figures like Darwin being labeled a biologist, even though he wasn't labeled like that at his time, right? He was called a naturalist, right? It says, what you are noticing is retrospective labeling problem. Modern categories are being applied to historical figures whose intellectual world was organized very differently, right? This is what we fusses Cedric off all the time when y'all be doing it. He be losing his damn mind. So it said that these terms are modern. Mm-hmm. The word scientist, coined by William Whewell, early figures like Isaac Newton would have called themselves natural philosophers. Likewise, biology is a distinct discipline only solidified in the early 19th century after Charles Darwin was already active. So it says, historically, Newton equals physicist. The term didn't exist in its current sense. Darwin equals biologist. He was called a naturalist. So it says, why historians use the modern label, right? So it says, despite mismatch, modern terms are used for clarity and translation across time, right? So it says conceptual equivalence. Newton studied motion, forces, and optics. Today is called physics. Darwin, species variation, evolution. Today is called biology, right? So it said it's for reader accessibility, right? So when somebody says physicist, you can immediately communicate Newton's domain with requiring explanation of 17th century intellectual categories, right? So we're just going to go right down. So it said, the underlying historical reality. In Newton and Darwin's time, knowledge was not divided in the way it is now, right? Natural philosophy, Newton areas cover what we now call physics, astronomy, chemistry. Darwin, biology, ecology, and geology. The disciplines less specialized, less institutionalized, more unified under broad philosophical inquiry, right? So it says why we use it, clear communication, I already covered that. Disadvantages. It imposes modern boundaries that didn't exist. It can obscure how interdisciplinary early thinkers were, right? That's why Cedric is mad about when you start saying talk about natural philosophers and then equate them to modern scientists. They said it risks anachronism, projecting present concept, presentism backward, right? A more precise way to read it when you see it, Newton was called a physicist. Read it as a natural philosopher whose work is foundational to physics. Darwin, called a biologist, a naturalist whose work defines modern biology. In short, these labels are interpretive shorthand, not historical, literal titles. So I think like if they fighting past that, man, I don't know what else to do with it. And I think we explained it that way for the past couple of weeks. I don't know however long we've been doing it.
What we identified with the problem was, and let me go back a little bit. What Thunder did was he wanted to catch up real quick. All right. He hears the word Royal College in peer review, and he applies a religious thinking to it. What's the religious thinking there? Bow, bam, boom. They had everything. And that's what everybody is doing. Y'all keep doing it. Y'all forgetting that everything has to develop checks and balances the same way the Pseudo Killas has to develop. Some pieces get left out. Some pieces get pushed out. Some get added to it. There's certain ways we want to have dialogue. We formulate it. You start to see the finished product, right? But it took time. It took time to make adjustments. You know, I had to make adjustments from the Amaral squad and how I was doing that and that mindset. It was a whole paradigm shift to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? To relinquish some of that authority, right? And the way we was having these conversations, the Dr. Benz and all that. Certain way I had to frame them. I had to hear certain things. Well, you just got to tell them from the start. So to say, well, simple thing, right? Just from the start, the work is outdated. Right. Boom. That's not disrespectful. That's the truth. There's some things in that that we can bring forward, but it stops the listener from thinking that you're putting too much on it, though, right? But this is how you develop conversation. Okay, let me see how they start working. The style work like this with setting them and the Amaral squad and fighting the pseudos. Now that we've cleared the field, there's another adjustment in the conversation. So I say, well, what style is working? Well, we ain't got to do a lot of howling screaming. So the loud, barking, that's starting to reduce the level of the conversation. So I said, I gotta remove some of it out of the game. Well, who do a good job at it? Well, Malcolm does. How the hell did fucking Malcolm jump up on the thing for a whole bunch of pseudos and command the room without being loud? How the hell does SOSA do the same thing, command the room with not how? I say it's the structure, it's the way they're doing it, it's how it is. So people can tell you in the background. Tiffany be right here. You know what I'm saying? Because she know how she want to see the polish on the group. You know what I mean? But when you see it in action, okay, I got it. No issue. I'm going to take that piece. But that's what the group, we're going to take this piece. We're going to add this piece. We got the SOSA world. We got the sad talk. We got the, why I keep the Cosmos and Beyond. You know what I'm saying? We got all these shows.
Galaxy
and Beyond. Damn, you know what? I'm going to work on that. Promise y'all. Galaxy and Beyond, right? And so how do we get these shows? How do we give Cedric a show where he can talk himself to death till he fall out? The way he want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Boom, got to get him in there. So it's the point I say all this to say that everything is developing to where you want to get at. And I think, they coming into this conversation just messing up.
Yeah, man. For sure. Like I said, and we already agreed, bro. Like, and it should be clear. If you want to call him a scientist, go ahead, bro. Let's not argue about that. Just understand why it's being done, right? And never argue that he wasn't a natural philosopher.
Right. Like, that's what they are doing. Yeah. That's what they're doing. So Thunder was right there. He actually did a great job on this, but he didn't read the whole thing. I like to read the whole thing. If he would have read the whole thing, this would have helped him in his argument. Okay, so if we come here, let me see, economics kind of way. Hold on, I believe here Kuhn later provides. Let me see a more precise description. Proto-science in the field and generates testable conclusion, faces sense criticism. Hold on, strive. No, right here. The historian is Scott Hendricks. Okay, and we actually have this source in the
Or the journal, right?
Okay, right here we got that. See, we actually got that. This Journal of Natural Philosophy of Science, pre-modern epistemic regimes. Well, last night I was tired. At the end, I couldn't even say that. Okay, so right here it says, and it's right there for Thunder to read. If he would have read that, he would have got it. It said the historian Scott Hendricks argued that the English word science, as it is used by the 25th century English speakers, that's what we are, means modern science. Remember we kept saying that?
Yeah.
All right, so we saw
science. Yeah, when I say science, I mean modern science. I should have heard that 30 times by now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so we sourced up. We're not making it up. We give you the scholar. Y'all can look them up. It say, and that the use of the word to describe pre-modern scholars is misleading. See why we're in all this confusion?
Right.
Okay, this is exactly why. It say even an astute reader, right, is prompted to classify intellectual exercises of the past as scientific. See, based upon how closely those activities appear to mirror the activities of the modern scientists. See, right. So we got people on the other side that are astute. You can tell they can read, right? So then, like Brax, you figure based off his college education, he could read. So what's going on? Now I can understand Stu Pease, right? I can understand certain people.
Pan-African Lane.
Pan-African Lane. I can definitely understand him. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand how Brass, and I don't understand how the Fakist. I'm like, man, I can tell that the way he read, he should be able to get it. But it's more than just pronouncing words correctly. Okay? It's more than that. It's reading for me has always been, how do you comprehend what you read? But if the words, right, is out of sync, and if the words aren't saying what you think it to be, if you're not studied on the subject, you will make the mistake. I remember when they dove out the window and they say, why did you say the Egyptians had signs? I say, well, I thought the person listening would see that I put a source, the history of the scientific method. So I'm not actually double talking. If you read that article, they will say just that. But if it's the history of something, they don't mean the start of it is the complete history. But you double talk, you changing. I'm not actually changing. I thought you understood what science was, right? But that's why we're doing what we're doing, because people don't actually know. And so really, once you get into the material, you'll see the scholars that start to agree that we just need to identify each period of the way they gather their knowledge and information, which accumulated to end up at science. I just wanted to put that point in there.
Right. And shoot, that actually leads me into this other piece real quick. I'll tie in real quick with this. Share my screen. Good.
We see Herky. We see Herky Lady.
Oh God, Hercules. Peace to you, bro.
Peace to you, man. Peace to the Hercules, the teacher.
So I asked the question, right? Can you explain these historiographical labeling in things like the Britannica and Wiki when it comes to science and referring to things like prehistoric science or ancient science? Why is it done that way? So it says, what you are describing is standard historiographical practice, retrospective categorization, right? So it says Wiki and Britannica, to use modern concepts, science, biology, physics, blah, 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 blah. So it says it's done for a specific reason. Organizing the past into intelligible categories, right? So you can follow along. So the ancient and prehistoric knowledge systems do not map neatly into modern disciplines. So you got places like Mesopotamia, tell you what they added, Greek natural philosophy, what they blended, metaphysics and empirical inquiry, indigenous knowledge, sometimes often integrate ecology, spirituality, and practice. He's calling these science, e.g. ancient science, provides a unifying framework so readers can follow a continuous narrative, right? So when we're doing a show like the history of science and you're reading these things, it's to follow the narrative, right? So you don't get lost in nomenclature, right? So without this, description will become fragmented and difficult to compare across culture and periods. So it said creating continuity with modern science. So it said they aim to show development over time, like we've been doing. Prehistoric science, observational knowledge, and tool use, That's what we talk about. Ancient science, early systematic explanation. That's what we talk about, i.e., Egypt, i.e., Mesopotamia. Early modern science, experimental mathematical methods, right? i.e., the House of Wisdom. Modern science, institutionalized discipline. So it says this creates a genealogical narrative. So it says modern science is presented as evolving out of early practices, right? Cumulative, even if those practices would not call sciences, right? So we're gonna go down, so we'll get down to the conclusion. So we don't read into depth. So the bottom line is, how do we interpret these labels critically? When you see terms like prehistoric science, ancient science, early biology, and more precise reading is forms of knowledge and practice that resemble or contributed, right? Resemble or contributed to what we now classify as science. So it says historiographical labeling in sources like Britannica and Wikipedia is a primary tool for organization and communication, not a literal description of how people in the past understood their work. It prioritizes clarity and continuity and usability over historical accuracy. So if you understand that, it should be a little bit more easier to see prehistoric science than be like, well, it says science by it, so they're doing science. So you should be clear now to understand why it's done, and when you see it, you understand what's going on, bro. I ain't right there.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be clear. Not unless you take the time to stop fighting. You can't learn in the middle of fighting. That's a real issue right there. All right, so I want to kind of break it up. So let me come back to finish this off right here. Stop right here. Okay. So it basically said nothing that natural philosophy has is far more neutral term than science. Hendrick recommended that the term be used instead when discussing pre-modern scholars of the natural world. There are sound reasons for a return to the use of the term natural philosophy, that for all its imprecisions reveal rather than impose meaning on the past. You get that? And like I said, that's that source we used. You can get to that source if you get it in the Discourse. We don't put sources out no more. You got to be a part of the Discord to actually have access to that material. And I'm gonna tell you, if you come to Discourse and you jump into the voice chat, you got to open your mouth. You got to speak. All right, you ain't coming to nobody's house not speaking. We trying to see who you is, because we at battle war. That's where we at. So we just want to speak. We ain't put no restrictions on you. Say what you want to say. Have your own opinion, but you ain't sneaking around me being cheap vexing somebody. This is what we not doing this. All right, so yeah, that's important right there, and that's why I said the reason why we put the brakes on this conversation right there. And I'm gonna speak for myself. Been in this community for a while, right? I'm not trying to say it as a way of saying that I'm the standard. It's not what I'm saying. I've come to understand through psychological evaluation of myself and of the community that there's certain words that people will use. And there's always this confusion around things. And the reason there is confusion around things because of the misplacement of understanding how things are said, time and place. So when I decided to teach the history of science, I wasn't saying I'm teaching the history of science and fully functional science all over the place. That's not what I was doing. Right? I wanted to talk about indigenous practices, right? How that laid the framework, how that framework laid the framework for these large civilizations with farming, right? With different things, high yields in food and surplus, right? To even waste time on building the pyramid. You need to have certain advances in math and stuff like that. You need to have a written language now, formalized, right? See that? See how that transition from that straight indigenous knowledge, right, to that proto knowledge, right? See, okay, so that you don't get Nile Valley Mesopotamia without their hunter gatherer semi nomadic tribes. You just don't. They need, and all of them have their own placeholders. So the reason why we talk about science the way we do in this manner, so that you can see what the ancients was doing. I made this point. People have been tricked because too loose with the words. Reggie got hunter gatherers. Reggie got homo.
Yeah, to the sofas and shit. You just
Homo demon sovas practicing science, right? You know what I'm saying? I am Hotep as a doctor. He ain't no damn doctor. He ain't nowhere remotely close to being a damn doctor. How the hell is he a doctor when in the 1800s you couldn't tell the difference between a charlatan, a doctor, and a damn medicine man? Get out of here with that. No, I am Hotep, you know what I'm saying, for all his worth, right? He's a practitioner. Like, come on, man. Whatever, multi-G, bet. We always see you, Mika. Yeah, monkeys must do science. So I'm gonna drop the link, and drop the link. We take these threats serious, right? We really take them serious. So here's the running threat. We want to make sure. We're gonna absolutely make sure that the truth,
I drop in the Pseudo Killas Discord, Pseudo Killas YouTube chat.
Okay. All right. All right. So here you go. Let's play the threats. All right. 5 I call them threats. Yeah, he gonna beat himself to understand. That's how you do it, though. I like that. I like the fakers. One day I'm gonna call you the truest, yo. You ain't dead. You ain't dead. Here you go.
I'm up here. Stick your head out. I'm ready to slice your neck off with my sources. I'm ready. The claims are: humans are not old world monkeys. Science is not limited to modern science. Ibn Haytham, Newton, Darwin, and Ben Carson are all scientists, and methodological naturalism is not only applied through atheism. You don't need to be an atheist to be practicing methodological naturalism. Those are the claims. I'm here. I'm waiting. Come up on the panel. Let's flip. Not limited to modern science. Those two, repeat that.
In the background. Go ahead, brother. Don't.
No problem. Yeah. Islamic study of Aristotelianism, flourished in the, repeat that. He used medical, because I'm ready. The claims are: humans are not old world monkeys.
All right, we're going to deal with that. Gulla's doing the presentation. Even day tomorrow, we're going to directly deal with that. The fakest, you just have to figure out a way to get past it. You're not. You're going to be just like everybody else. It's called lead, follow, or get the hell out the way. All right. I suggest you lead. But you can't lead if you can't get past this barrier right here. Too many people in your ears, too many anti-scientific people around you that's cheering you on. It's a certain level of competency you're going to have to even get what the brother's saying. I suggest you do some reading, do some deep, in-depth study, get away from everybody for a minute. I do it. You just go into your own world, man. You surrounded by Velcro pseudos. They sticking, right? You got Hercules, right? Think about it. He's sticking. You got Stu Peace. He's sticking, right? You got Dedicated. You got Chief X, right? He you don't know where he at. He drunk him shit, right? Sticking. Okay, so you got a lot going on. And I think you can separate yourself intellectually, yo, by just taking your time, yo. So yeah, we're gonna address that immediately. No issue.
Science is not limited to modern science.
Yeah, science is modern. Simple as that. You don't see it matured nowhere but in Europe. There's a reason for that. And that statement does not contradict that it sits on wisdom and knowledge through time. I say this again, wisdom and knowledge, right? That's why you hear him say ancient science. They don't really mean modern science. They're just basically saying knowledge. All right, you heard Sosa say that.
Ibn Haytham, Newton, Darwin, and Ben Carson are all scientists, and methodological naturalism is not only applied through atheism. You don't need to be an atheist to be practicing methodological naturalism.
Yeah, we totally agree with that. No pushback on that. I don't know where you got that from. At that point, you just tripping.
Yeah, you got to source up on that. That's straw man.
Yeah. Oh, the straw falling out. We running and the straws falling on out. Yeah, we're not doing that. And Sosa just addressed these terms, these retroactive terms when dealing with that subject. And as a matter of fact, we kind of yesterday, I think we talked about, now we dropped that link. I don't know where y'all at. We dropped the link. We expect you to hit that damn link.
So he's saying you don't see the link. I'll drop it again.
Man, I never had that. I must have just took it out. Yeah, I cannot believe. Yeah, so we talked about this yesterday. Physicists, right? The physicists and scientists play that wild game. The physicists and scientists trick them shit. So we see right here physicists, but I just tell you to come through the history of it. Now you can make all these people physicists if you want. Babylonian astronomers, Egyptian engineers, the Greek philosophers of science, mathematics, Thales of Miletus, Euclid, Ptolemy, Academies of Syracuse. Make all of that. Y'all left out Galileo, Galilee, left him out, Jonas Kepler. Yeah, add them all in. By the time you finish it, you can have 100 gatherers, named and unnamed. So right here is an important statement. Can you comprehend it? The broad and general study of nature, natural philosophy, was divided into several fields in the 19th century when the concept of science received its modern shape. Specific categories emerged, such as biology, that's that Charles Darwin thing, and biologists, physicists, physics, and physicists, chemistry, right, and chemists, amongst other technical fields and titles. The term physicist was coined by William Whewell. Man, he did that. He coined that, and he coined the word science in his book in 1840, y'all, 19th century. It says, originator of the term scientist, all right, in his book, The Philosophy of Inductive Science says. So it tells you right here, yo, when you mention these people, yo, the fields ain't even formalized yet, yo. So you got people being something where the fields ain't even put together yet. That's the point. Can you comprehend that statement? Should we put that statement in ChatGPT? All right, we got everybody in the building. We see it. Here we go. Let's open up the floodgates. First of all, let's get the Pseudo Killer official. You're doing a great job in what you're doing there, brother. What's up there? Pseudo Killer official. Say it, talk.
What it do? That talk in the building. SOSA's world is back. And I hope I'm stimulating everybody to be consistent and produce some great shows. I love listening to SOSA, that calm and soothe voice. I need those training SOSAs. Come up here, do some shows, because I need to get a little bit of calm in me. But I appreciate the presentation. It is everything I've been saying for the last couple of weeks. The use of correct terminology. Maybe we're ahead of the game since the Francisco Rosberg debate. Remember, since the astrology debate, we have been teasing out and reading out the nuances of this subject, right? Methodological naturalism. I've been preaching that for the last 4 years. It is the foundation of science. So once you understand these conceptual ideas, then you're off and running. So that was a great presentation. The prefix fallacy and the semantic trap. been exposed. We can't do that no more. I appreciate that. Great presentation.
Yeah, shoot. Who was next on there? Let me get Joel and get King J. We gotta get you in the server, yo. I see all that potential, yo. I swear I do, yo. You gotta get in here and rub elbows, yo, with the thinkers, yo. You're gonna have to. You have to put that shit, like you come at me, you throw all that shit on the line, yo. And we learn, you see how we learn from each other. I'm never saying you wrong, you know what I'm saying? After I check the file, I'm gonna come back as a man. As Sosa said, as arguing in good faith. I argue from good faith. I don't care if you get me because you up my game. You've seen it in real time. So you got to get around groups of people that do exactly that. It is mandatory, right? We expect that out of people in the group, or you get put the fuck out. How about that? So you won't read that, see that, ChatGPT that, and still say that? Ah, man. No. Cool for you not to say it, but you can't stick your chest out and roar like that.
And real quick, right where you just left off, because I got to jump off real quick. Where you left off with talking about William Sewell, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he coined the term scientist, it's in reference to Mary Somerville's work, right?
Yeah.
And the only reason he coined her that was because she was a woman and he couldn't call her a man of science. So he coined her a scientist.
Wow.
So, I mean, I don't need to get around that point. You know what I'm saying? And that's not until 1834. And I believe he's doing a peer review of her work, correct?
Facts. All right. Joe, where you at?
Peace. What's going on with y'all brothers, man?
Why you confused me, man? That was the damn paper I sent you in the phone. You talking about another name? I was like, what?
Hey, I gotta apologize to you and Cedric. Man, I have been reading like two different articles, the Britannica and a book all at one time. So I was getting stuff all mixed up, man.
Why not just read one at a time? And stop.
So on Cedric's show yesterday, that paper that I showed you, it was by Scott Hendricks. It was Natural Philosophy or Science and Pre-Modern Epistemic Regimens. The Case of the Astrology of Albert the Great and Galileo Galilei, right?
Yeah.
So that's the one I was trying to drop in Cedric's show because I've read some inserts from it.
Mm-hmm.
Sosa just hit on a lot of the stuff that I read. You know, like, huh?
Mess it up.
Episteme, yeah. Episteme.
Yeah, I messed up. I couldn't even see that. I was so tired. I don't know what the hell I said. Brad had to pick up when I was done. I was babbling.
No, the word is epistemic.
Epistemic?
Epistemic, yeah.
Epistemic. It don't make a difference what the word is. If they go grab the source and read it, it's going to educate them. I don't care what you want to call it. Just go read the source.
They're going to give you 30 hours, but go ahead.
So they're going to need like 100 hours for that. Sosa just
hours, like do a show on you.
I know. Yeah, they're going to need 100 hours. They're going to need to do a lot of shows. Mm-hmm. So look, Sosa just talked about how Thunder couldn't, he couldn't get it right.
Mm-hmm.
He was all over the place. And that's kind of like what's happening with this conversation. They're using the word science real loosely. They like the different huh?
No, I just epistemic. I like to go ahead. My fault. I'm just
epistemic. Yeah, and they they labeling people. They trying to take our modern terms, right? They want to call daggone Charles Darwin a biologist or whatever, and so they just overdoing it. They just overdo it. And these words mean the good thing about that paper that I'm talking about is that the author goes so far as to say when you take a word like science and you just willy-nilly use it, you are giving the hearer a particular concept.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you gotta be you gotta be clear to clarify what you. I mean, you can use it if you just mean just simply knowledge. They just know something. Then you have to use clarity. You have to use clarity. If not, the person's brain is going to come to what we do today, because that's how we're using it right now. And so what SOSA did was spot on. You know, it should clear it up. I don't know if they're gonna listen, but hey, man, hey, good job, SOSA. You hit that one.
You know that Reggie has that problem you just described, right? He said he read science in the Cambridge, and since it said science, it said science. That means they were practicing science. Okay, you see how immature that behavior is. Now we have to write to Cambridge, look like illiterate idiots when we already understand what they mean.
And they can say write to Cambridge. I was like, what, man? You don't even got the book, right there.
With his childish position. You think I'm going to write any university and embarrass myself with such a question?
I ain't writing no damn thing. You know, what's going on with you, Thunder Man? What it do, man? Talk to us, man.
How y'all doing today, gentlemen?
Hey, man, you doing our thing, man? You know, just that respawn to the respawn. You know how we do.
No problem. Let me ask you a question, huh?
All right. What up?
Was Isaac Newton practiced modern science?
No, it ain't modern science yet. He right now, he in the scientific revolution. If you think about it.
When did modern science start?
Shit, 19th century, post 19th century, after Charles Darwin and them. That's how young it is. So that's why we cracked the joke on how they ended up to the moon that quick, yo, because they had science. You know what I mean? That's a joke, bro. Okay. But yeah, look at it.
Okay, good. So the 17th century piece that you shared yesterday, not to get back into that, that said that was the beginning of modern science. You're saying that it began 200 years ago.
It's the beginning of the scientific revolution.
So who's right?
It's the beginning of the scientific revolution that leads to
SOSA. What we read on his slide presentation.
Right now, you're trying to get
that
Go ahead.
SOSA. What we read on this is what happened last time. If you know, I wasn't even talking to you. I didn't say nothing to you. This is when we read his slide presentation. We read that it started 1700 CE, but let's go with 17th century. That's when modern science started. That's what we read on his slide presentation. Now, when I asked him, did Isaac Newton practice modern science? He says no. And he says it started 200 years after his slide presentation. His own slide presentation states that it started. Now, how do we handle this situation, SOSA, since you want to ask? How do we remedy this?
I mean, I'll explain it to you, bro. Like, if you want to, that's what you want to do.
You're the only one that has comprehension issues. So there's no reading.
Right. Let's not be insulting, Cedric. I haven't said a word to you either. Everybody always want to come pick on me when I'm asking scientific. I'm asking just regular questions. Now I can't understand. Like I don't have 2 degrees. And listen, bro. Stop, Cedric. There's no need to do that because it's gonna get ugly.
You ain't talking. I'm saying that the piece that you're reading was a piece about cumulative knowledge. So it starts at traditional knowledge and it leads up to when it gets to the present. We talk about modern science in 1700 to 17th century, but it's a piece talking about the scientific revolution that extends to modern science. So if that was unclear, then I'm sorry you was misled. But
so you're going to ignore what his own slideshow had on it, and you're gonna try to talk your way out of that. See, this is what happened. I remember when the Pseudo Killas used to bang out on each other.
I couldn't understand what you just said. Hey, Thunder, you got some strong bias there, brother.
So that's not bias. That's cognitive.
What's not bias?
No. Let's stop. So here go the presentation right here. Okay, scientific revolution, yo. All right.
Let
17.
me ask you a question.
No, look.
Let me ask you.
No,
I'm gonna look at it, but let me ask you a question.
Thunder gonna catch an L. He gonna catch an L on this.
Hey,
no, Thunder.
Did you change this up yesterday? Did you change that to scientific revolution?
No, I wrote it right here, yo.
I'm asking you, did you change it from modern science to scientific revolution? That's what I'm asking.
Can you just watch it for a minute? Just watch it. I'm gonna show you what I fixed, yo. I mean, don't I supposed to fix it though?
I'm asking you a question. Did you change it from modern science to scientific revolution?
No, nigga. If you just wait and slow down, I'm not long-winded in the whole process. I changed this right here, scientific revolution, to 17th century CE. You can write it like that. That's perfect, right? And here I just put more details in it because, like you said, we're arguing over foggy points. So I just detailed it right here to make it a little bit bigger. That's all I did, bro. I made it proper, yo. I mean, damn, yo. And don't we supposed to do that?
I asked you a question. I didn't say you weren't supposed to do it. I asked you.
Yes, look what I did. You can see what I did. Look, modern science. Look, watch how clear I made it. Modern science emerging in the 17th century CE. Now, institutionalization, 18th to 19th, normalized in the 20th century present. See what I did to it? So, I added the institution the 18th and the 19th century just to make it clear. You can go back and see the old one, but that's exactly what Pseudo Killas do on Melanin.
What I'm asking you is, did you change it?
No, because now you make me mad now. No, I never changed it.
You didn't add that to it.
Nah,
don't get mad on. He doesn't comprehend, remember?
You do comprehend. I changed it to make it more clear based off the.
And now that's confusing him even more.
Now that you know the beginning of the scientific revolution and extends to modern science, what is the next question?
Okay, good. So now, modern science that starts to the 19th century. We're going to move it from the 17th to 200 years later. All right, no problem. Now, are we saying that Bacon, all these cats, none of them practice modern science? That's a yes or no.
Oh my God. How could they, Thunder?
Check yourself. Just take your time.
How could they?
Take your time, Sosa. Just answer the
He think he got something.
Again, cognitive dissonance and comprehension.
Are we saying that Francis Bacon did not practice modern science? Is that you all's claim?
So are you asking me that somebody that exists essentially modern science practice?
So we should have Thunder define modern science. We should have him define it. I don't think he know what we're talking about. He should define it.
SOSA, is the Pseudo Killas stance at this point that Francis Bacon did not practice modern science? That's yes or no?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I'm not sure until you tell me your definition.
Define modern science. That's a good point.
Hey, I'm asking you all. This is simple.
I need your definition.
Give
me a definition of modern science. Let's see if it fits.
Yeah,
what I need you to do is just answer how you gonna ask a question, answer a question with a question. I asked you.
Yeah.
Are we saying now that Francis Bacon did not practice modern science?
Them
ain't no rules. You made the rules up. In which premise did you stand on? You keep hopscotching the different stances. We don't know what you stand in.
He don't have a stance. Hey, can I do some readership?
He learned on the fly. Right.
Again, it's ignorant.
I need to do some readership.
No, we're not talking about that. Hey, Thunder. So okay, let's.
You see what I'm saying? We're gonna now we're casting aspersions. Come on now, y'all gotta clean this up.
Means lack of knowledge or information.
Oh my God, man! Now, how the hell y'all ain't hear me just talking, man? God dang, man! Everybody,
go ahead.
Damn, yo, come on, man! I'm not doing this, bro. So Thunder,
go ahead.
So how do you feel about that? Based off the timeline I gave you, how does that fit in there? You know what I'm saying? If you followed on my timeline, I got it real. Like I got, you know what I mean? I said 18th and all that. That's after Charles Darwin when that modern science pop up. So is Bacon before Darwin? Francis Bacon before Darwin or after Darwin?
You're asking me, is Francis Bacon before Darwin or after Darwin?
Yeah, he's before him, right? Got that correct, but I think
Francis Bacon is well before Charles Darwin.
I got you. So then, when you actually practice science, the Darwin practice science.
Did he practice modern science? Did he practice modern science?
No, not based off the timeline, and that's okay, right?
Okay, good.
That's not an issue, right? Is it an issue to you? What's
Okay,
good. Yeah, what's your problem?
So Francis Bacon practiced prehistoric science?
No,
not at all. You know what prehistoric means?
Before writing,
now, did Charles Darwin practice proto science?
History means, bro.
I'm using the terminologist. I'm using the terminology that you just used 10 minutes ago, Sosa. So I'm trying to figure out which one of them fits into what Charles Darwin, Isaac Newton, and Francis Bacon. I'm trying to figure out which one where they lie at. So I'm asking you, and y'all asking me. So if you're telling me,
I'm not trying.
If you're telling me, if you're matter of fact, King, since you keep chiming in,
it's during the revolution of science. That's when it is.
You said during the revolution of science?
It's during the revolution of science. The revolution itself is an era.
Yeah, scientific revolution. Yeah, that's what he's saying.
I'm saying, don't ask me no question. You tell me what it is, bro. Then give me a source.
Don't ask you a question.
The first person to become a scientist is the polymath Mary Somerville during the same time period as Darwin.
We're looking at the construction of a boat, which is science, modern science, the construction thereof, and the one that designed the boat, he's asking us if that is the captain of the ship. Like, I don't get it. Bacon is at the foundation. He established the parameters of methodological naturalism, the design of the boat. Now we got other people adding the mast, the wheel, etc. They build the boat called modern science. Now you're asking us if the builders of the boat are captains on the ship. How does that question make sense?
Well, Cedric, can we just hear what he's saying though? And this is what I'm no longer doing.
He's asking, is the horse and buggy a modern car? That's what he's asking.
Yeah, man. I gotta hear your point though, and I'm gonna pull up Francis Bacon. We need to hear what you're
1561.
All right, I got Francis Bacon right here. Let's see what his Wikipedia entry says.
All right.
Sosa just need to read the chat right here. That's what he need to do.
I read it before, Joe. I read it before.
I mean, not you, Sosa. I'm sorry. Thunder need to read that.
No, Thunder, you just need to tell us where you standing at. That's all. Here you go. Look, here you go.
I am not making the presentations. You are. So I'm asking you.
Oh, come on. How is that even?
That's terrible. You don't have a conversation like this. That's terrible.
So here, I'm going to go with the Wikipedia article. It said was an English philosopher. He's a natural philosopher and statesman who served as Attorney General, Lord Chancellor of England under King James I. Yeah, that's what he is. He's a natural philosopher. Argued the importance of natural philosophy. Guided by the scientific method, and his works remain influential. Yeah, so he's a natural philosopher. That's what this page
He is a natural philosopher.
Right,
no problem. Did he practice modern science is what I asked.
He practiced natural philosophy. There you go. That's what I'm standing at. So if I'm wrong, just give us your point and explain why.
What's your definition of modern science? We need to know.
He don't have no definition.
You don't got one. That's fine.
He does, man. He has a definition. He may be embarrassed to tell us, but he got it.
Freestyle. That's we don't. He's freestyle. He don't have a definition.
No, y'all messing it up. Okay. Hey, Thunder, man, what's your definition, man? What is modern science?
So I remember the.
Why he's ignoring the question, Joe? He hear you.
Oh, okay, so you're right.
I remember how
the man the benefit of the doubt.
I remember how reading and sources. I remember how those things used to reign supreme. Now you all have regressed into asking people's personal definitions. This is becoming What I want you all to do is to get back to what the pseudo killers used to be. Get back to the essence. You all have drifted off. There should be someone reading the definition. There should be someone reading the definition of modern science at this point. This is how pseudo happens when you get in other people's opinions.
I'm not asking.
Y'all should know that more than anybody. Y'all should know that better than anybody. Everybody got an opinion.
We get it.
What is the facts of the matter? I remember when the pseudo killer didn't ask no dumbass questions like that. Yeah, you need to be reading the definition of modern science. You need to be reading that, and then you tell me what it says.
I've already read it.
Okay, go ahead.
We're trying to make sure that you have read it. When we read it again, I'll read it for you.
Yeah, but that ain't even the reason why they asked you. That ain't asking for your personal opinion. They asked you that to see what your opinion is to match up with the actual definition. You straw man.
So,
I don't know what I have done to Gullah. I don't know what I've done to Gullah and Joe. But listen,
you ain't done nothing to me. I just want you to have an honest conversation. Your conversation.
I have done nothing to. I haven't even talked. I ain't even talking to y'all. And y'all talking to me. So let's get back to the definition.
What I did? I ain't do nothing.
Now you want me to talk to you. Go ahead, SOSA. What you said the definition was?
A systematic empirical approach to understanding the universe through observation, experimentation, and testable explanation, which emerged during the
Okay, good. Hold on.
No.
Hold.
Don't stop me.
All right, go ahead, finish it. All right, go ahead.
What you merged in the 16th century scientific revolution.
Wow.
Focus on reproducible results. It focuses on reproducible results, mathematical modeling, and technological advancements to predict natural phenomena. So the key characteristic for modern science, empirical evidence and experimentation, relies on data collected through experiments rather than mere philosophical speculation. Methodology uses scientific method, observability, reproducibility, peer review to establish facts. Mathematics heavily utilized mathematical description of nature to formulate universal laws, pioneered by thinkers like Newton. Specialization in collaboration.
Go ahead, so go ahead, keep going.
Specialization and collaboration. Modern science is a highly specialized and usually conducted by teams within institutions. That's the characteristic of modern science.
All right, good. So, did Isaac Newton write down? Did he record empirical data? Yes or no?
Don't ask me a rhetorical question, bro. Don't ask you.
You know what a rhetorical question is? That's not a rhetorical. That's a direct question. I ain't asked you no rhetorical question. Did Isaac Newton record data, empirical data? Yes or no?
You know the answer, bro.
Okay, good. So, did Isaac Newton? What you said the other two characteristics was?
Oh man, you should know this.
I need to memorize it. That what you're saying? You gonna tell me?
Huh?
You gonna tell me what the other two were?
The other two is methodology, uses scientific method, observability.
Okay, good. So did Isaac Newton
reproducibility and peer review to establish facts?
Did Isaac Newton utilize the scientific method? Yes or no?
Yes, he did use a scientific method, but he lacked the peer review process. I read that in the beginning process.
You're saying Isaac Newton did not ever get peer reviewed. That's your stance?
When he was alive, that process, it wasn't standard.
When he was alive, you're saying that he did not get peer reviewed. That's your stance?
I read it, bro. I already read that in the beginning of the show, man. It's not my stance.
Okay, you're saying that they saying that Isaac Newton was never peer reviewed, whatever you read, right?
When he was alive, it was reviewed by, it was editorial, one person. That's not the standard.
When he was alive, was he peer reviewed?
All right, bro.
Yes or no?
You know what, bro? Just make your point, bro. I'm finished with the conversation.
Was Isaac Newton ever peer reviewed when he was alive? Yes or no?
Thunder, make your point, bro, so we can move on, man. I'm not going back and forth.
I don't know why you're flustered. That's a simple yes or no question. We're talking about science.
I'm just
You
done
just
with
made
that.
a presentation. You just made a presentation. Why don't you want to discuss what you present? I remember when the pseudo killers went like this, bro. Something done happened.
Cognitive
Something done
dissonance.
happened.
What happened? We started talking to folks like you. That's what happened.
Regressing
Threw us off our rock.
Cognitive dissonance on steroids. Man is falling apart before.
You're regressing the conversation, bro.
Good. So what was the time period that you read out your mouth?
Hey, yo, you
What
sound
was
like
the time period?
Hey, Thunder, you sound like a Dewappian, yo. That's what they do.
Hey, what was the time? Now we about to cast aspersions again. No, I'm gonna stay right here. What was the time period?
This don't make sense.
What was the time? That's fine. You good. You good. What was the time period that? What was the time period that article you just read?
We need to
said,
evaluate your comprehension level.
What was the time period that
No.
What was the time period? What was the time period that modern science started?
So, Thunder, what is modern science? Define modern science.
What was the time period? What was the time period that modern science that you read, SOSA? When did it say that modern science started?
Modern science was established over a 200-year period, called the scientific revolution, where we see aspects of the both coming together until you have a functional ship. Which part of that don't you understand? I explained that. Now, don't worry anything else. Tell me about which part of what I said you don't understand. Just about the boat analogy, the ship analogy. What about it you don't understand?
You on the boat? You on the boat analogy?
That's what you should be doing, Thunder. You should be coming in there asking for it to be explained to you.
Right? Bacon designed the boat. So if Bacon designed the boat, did you?
Who are you to tell me what to do, Joe?
So Bacon designed the boat.
I'm me, man. I'm the one that's supposed to tell you what to do. I'm me.
Thunder, is he the captain of the boat?
You better go back to your homosexual partner, man. You don't tell me what to do. What you say,
Joe?
What you saying?
Okay. So you're not ready to entertain us?
Everybody stop.
I didn't even know Thunder didn't be more. How do you know I got a homosexual partner?
Why would you say that, Thunder? You just fell out the conversation, yo, bro.
Like I'm not.
No, leave him in here. Leave him in here. Don't get him out.
No, I didn't put him out. I don't know the bottom for him.
That crap don't mean nothing, man. He's salty.
Man,
what were you saying? What were you saying?
Hold on, Thunder. You must
somebody that don't know what a rhetorical question is, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Thunder, he just all over the place, man.
Yeah, you talk, Thunder. You can't hear, yo. You got to get in a better place where you can hear.
I can hear you just fine.
Oh, he can hear just plain. He can hear.
Hold on for a minute. But nobody's throwing disparaging remarks at you, though.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. What I said was
you called me. You said that I was a damn. I'm talking like I'm a Dewappian, and then Joe telling me what to do. He's telling me what I should be doing, like I'm his boyfriend or something. I'm not his boyfriend. You don't tell me what to do.
Why does your mind work like that, man? What is wrong with you?
Let's get back to Cedric Ortega. What was Cedric Ortega?
Thunder, this is what you're not going to do. You're not going to give me a headache. You don't got to yell, bro. I'm not doing that. Just talk.
Yeah, tell him go make a
invitation. Cedric Ortega was asking me a question, and then Joe kept butting in. What was the question that you asked me, Cedric? I'm just talking about.
Go ahead, Cedric.
The human that designed the boat, does that make him the captain?
The captain. Is that a falsity? Okay, good. So let me ask you a question first. No, the person that built the boat is not the captain of the boat.
I didn't say build the boat. I said the one that designed the boat. Is he the captain?
The person who designed the boat is not the captain of the boat. No, okay. I'm gonna answer your question. Go ahead.
Bacon laid the foundation, the framework.
Your mic went out. Your mic went out. Your mic is out. Yeah, your mic is that me or him? No, your mic is out. Your mic is out. You got to test 1, 2. It's out.
Bacon, he designed, developed what the structure, the framework of modern science. Is
but
he
he
then
didn't
a
practice it.
practitioner of modern science?
No, wait a minute.
Good,
Bacon never, hold on.
good,
Bacon, no,
good.
Bacon, no, Bacon never,
Let me
hold
do
on.
that.
No,
Let me do that. Let me don't do that. Don't do that. That ain't fair. That ain't fair. Let me respond to him.
I was making a statement in the conversation.
But you were doing that to Cedric. You were trying to correct Cedric. Don't correct him.
No, I wasn't trying to. What do you mean? What is wrong with
Okay,
you?
go ahead.
He is
I'm trying to correct
jumpy,
no
man.
damn
God,
Cedric.
There goes Joe again. He goes Joe again. Go
you
ahead.
ain't gotta jump in, not because you
Here
jumpy,
go.
man.
Here
Calm
go.
down.
See, this is what I said before. Now you see it's starting to play out.
Play
But
out
go
what?
ahead.
I was
What's
simply saying
playing out again?
Bacon wasn't doing none of that. That nigga was just writing, yo.
He was just right.
Yeah, he wasn't
All
saying,
right.
you don't know that? That mean you got to study Bacon. He ain't doing
Okay,
none of that.
good. So Francis Bacon was doing nothing but right.
Yeah, he wasn't doing none of that shit.
He wasn't
You're
doing
the
none of that.
architect.
Okay. All
The
right.
architect.
All right.
Architect. The framework. He wrote it down. Philosophy.
Yes.
Within natural philosophy, we need a new way to investigate
No
the
damn
natural.
scientist. You can't even call him
He,
a damn
so
scientist. One ain't
that's
trying to
my
be that.
that's my point.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, yo.
He designed. He was the architect. Does that
Yes.
Yeah,
make
yo,
him a
but if you don't
practitioner?
understand Bacon, yo, then let's learn about Bacon.
Okay,
Shit.
go ahead. Pull up Francis Bacon. Let's read him right and all this stuff. Go ahead.
What?
You should do that. You should already do that and be
I
telling
gotta
others.
say it,
I'm
man.
not
Yeah,
doing that
yo,
work.
you fighting this on Bacon and don't know.
I'm not working for you, brother. I ain't your
This guy's
boyfriend.
great. You gotta
I
love
ain't
him.
your boyfriend. You ain't gonna try to give me work. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna do it just like you. Don't tell me what to do. You do it.
Right, yeah, there you go. Go ask your boyfriend to look it up
No,
for you since you're too lazy to do it.
no, no.
You do it.
Go ask your
Once it
partner.
comes,
Go
Yeah.
ask your partner
We ain't
to go
together.
look up
You
the
know,
definition of
listen,
modern
we ain't doing
science.
that.
And then
listen,
after
Look.
your partner tells you what the
listen.
definition
Oh
is, give
man.
him a kiss
Okay,
on the cheek and then come back and read the
Ong,
definition to us. There you
Ong
go. Good
said,
job, man.
Ong said to let's learn about bacon, right? So that's the only reason I said that. If you want to learn about bacon, let's look at what bacon did.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Bacon was a Patreon of libraries, yo, and developed a system of cataloging books under categories: history, poetry, philosophy, which could further be divided into specific subjects and subheadings about books he wrote. All right,
Yes,
that's one thing. Bacon
yes.
theory of Shakespearean authorship. The nigga did that
Yeah.
type of shit, bro. He
He
wasn't
falls.
doing none of that.
He falls clearly outside of it. It's not even
Yeah,
about
come on, man. Y'all, man, you got to stop
clearly.
listening to bad
Clearly.
information, my nigga. Let's look over here. He died, parents, notable school, empiricism, right? Region, Western philosophy. It's right here, yo. Damn,
Yes.
yo. I'm not even mad because nobody talks about Bacon. I heard about Bacon 20 years ago and I threw tomatoes at him and wouldn't even listen to the brother was talking about no damn Bacon. So I know you don't know about no damn Bacon. Shit.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
You
you
finished?
need to preach with Bacon. Yeah, he ain't you making him a
You know,
scientist.
like
It's,
catalog and stuff like that.
yeah, it's
That's
ridiculous.
not a contribution.
Yeah, that's not
Okay,
his
good.
contribution, yo.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Roger Bacon is the 13th century. He's not even William Gilbert. They call William Gilbert, which is
Not
further
Roger.
up. They call him
No, not
the
Roger.
modern, the
Not
modern
Roger.
time.
Not Roger.
You're talking about Francis Bacon.
Francis, not Roger. Francis.
I don't know what's going on.
But even with that, they
I don't know
call
what's
William
happening.
Gilbert. They call William Gilbert the actual the father of modern science is William Gilbert.
Can I read my chat GPT on this, on
Roger
Francis
Bacon.
Bacon?
I'm
I
tired.
ain't said nothing about no Roger Bacon.
Hold on.
I'm talking about Francis Bacon.
I know,
He's
I was
talking
going,
about all kind of stuff.
y'all
I
care
don't
if
know
I
what's happening.
read my
It's
search on Francis Bacon?
it's
You should have
just
said
people
that. You
just
told me they were Bacon.
all over the goddamn place. And
Hey, Thunder.
this is just
We all over the place? Are you using our words?
yes. I said
Hey, Thunder, can I
telling
read
me
what it says about Francis Bacon? Can I read
yes,
it?
go ahead. Go ahead, Joe.
It says Francis Bacon is often regarded as a foundational figure in the development of modern science due
Yeah.
to his emphasis on empirical methods, though he was not a scientist in the modern experimental sense.
In
Francis
the
Bacon,
modern experimental sense, he was not a scientist. Yes, he was. But in what? Okay, no problem. Keep going.
it's,
Keep going.
man, you jump, man, you was, whew.
Keep going.
All right, so it says this role It says Francis Bacon, 1561 to 1626, was an English philosopher, statesman, and essayist who played a pivotal role in shaping the philosophy of science. He is best known for advocating a methodical approach to scientific inquiry that emphasized observation, experimentation, and inductive reasoning over reliance on. It's on the end of the sentence. Over reliance on tradition or untested authority. This approach laid the groundwork for what became known as a scientific method. There you go.
All right, good. Thank you. So,
you're welcome.
He was trying to glorify God, yo.
Yeah,
when was Francis Bacon? When was Francis Bacon? When was he born?
1561 to 1626.
Okay, good.
When y'all try to get science back.
And when y'all say that modern science, so he created the scientific method.
It did not say that. It did not say that.
You gotta look up. Hold on, you gotta look up William Gilbert.
Thunder can't read.
William Gilbert.
Thunder can't read.
You see what
William Gilbert is the father of modern science. He was around the same time as Francis Bacon.
Okay, good. When was William Gilbert born?
He's the father of empiricism. That's what he's the father of.
When was William Gilbert born?
Do it matter?
Yeah. What the hell you mean do it matter? Yeah, it matter.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. I see.
When was William Gilbert born?
Let me help you.
I see. All I need is okay. I'm gonna let you help me, but what I want you to do is tell me when. No, tell me the dates. 1661.
I said 1561. It died. It's on the screen, man. He died in 1561.
Okay, good. No, William Gilbert, not Joe Bacon.
Okay, let me say
Francis Bacon.
Let me jump in, Thunder.
That's
William
Gilbert.
Boy, I don't know.
He was born in 1544. Listen, he was born in 1544 and he died in 1503. So
okay, good.
He's before Francis Bacon, and they call him, and he's before and contemporary of Francis Bacon, but they call him the father of modern science because his experiment on magnetism.
Woo! All right, you know what? Hey, thank you. Hey, Gullah, you're my man, boy.
That's a moment. That's a moment.
Gullah, my man. Don't worry about it. Hey, listen, I'm gonna go to Piedmont Park. I want y'all to have a good day. Hey, shout out to Gullah, my nigga. Shout out to my nigga Gullah. Don't worry, I ain't get nothing. Don't worry about it. I ain't get nothing.
Don't worry about it.
No,
I think you got something.
Hey, Joe, don't worry about it. Joe, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Just forget about it. My nigga Gullah. That's why I love Gullah, bro.
You playing?
No, I'm rocking with you, Joe. Gullah, I'm rocking with you. I appreciate it.
What's up, Black Panther?
Don't even.
Gullah, just let him in so we can move on to somebody else, man.
Don't be like that. Not Sosa. Not you. Don't be like that, Sosa. Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
Let me say something, Thunder, before he leaves.
That sound right. Yes, go ahead. Tell me, Joe.
I want to know what the hell he got out of there. Why he say yeah? I
ain't saying nothing.
I was going to explain it. I was getting ready to explain it. Go
ahead, Joe. Go ahead and talk to me.
So Thunder feels like because these individuals started heading that way. So these individuals are like, no, we're gonna stop going off of this religious and personal, worshiping a person, their untested authority. We're gonna stop doing that. We gotta start moving towards using a different method. So they working on it. It didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It took time to get there. And what Thunder feel like is because these individuals started moving that way, boom, that's when what we call science today popped up. Bam, it just came out the woodwork because these individuals started trying to move, people in these fields that way. But that's not how it happens. It takes time for everybody to get on board, man.
Let me ask you a question. Joe, let me ask you a question. Who invented the airplane?
Right,
man, what does that got? That's not even at this time, man. I mean,
Joe, who invented the airplane?
I don't know, man.
Compare the invention of an airplane to the cumulative knowledge.
Joe.
It's crazy.
No, Sosa, don't do that. Joe, let me ask you a question. Who invented the airplane?
Who was it? The Wright brothers, man. Who?
Okay, good. The Wright brothers, right? They were the one that you stop. They were the one you told me that they invented the airplane, right? So
yeah,
nobody else
got off the ground.
Oh, man.
So nobody else. So stop. So
is he setting me up?
So you already know it. So nobody else created an airplane before the Wright brothers. That what you saying, Joe?
Oh no, that's what kind of framing is that? That's
Joe. Did anybody invent an airplane before? Did anybody invent an airplane before the Wright brothers? Yes or no?
No. It was already people trying to get off the ground, man. Listen, they just got off the ground. So look, listen, wait a minute.
Did anybody invent an airplane before the Wright brothers? I'm talking to you. I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, they had somebody. Yes, they had somebody.
Did anybody? Okay, good. So you saying that somebody? You saying that somebody was working on
a jet?
Somebody was working on the airplane before the Wright
brothers. Bro. You don't have way long.
They was working on the jet engine. They was You say that somebody was working on the jet engine before the Wright brothers, right?
Yeah, I learned that the other day.
Okay, good,
bro.
You got too much time, bro.
We got to move forward, bro. Go just do a show, bro.
They just they was just successful, but the point. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. Sosa trying to save me. All right, let me shut up. I'm going on mute. No, leave me alone, Thunder. You set me up. I'm going on mute.
All right, I'm finna go to Piedmont Park.
And let me know when you want to do the show, though. You can do the show. You know how we do.
What the show you want me to do?
Whatever. Piedmont Park, and make sure you keep that thing on you, bro.
That's a fact. Yeah,
I'm showing everybody you think actually practice science and why. I think that'll be good.
All right, cool. Text me that subject, and I get to work on it.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Enjoy yourself out there in Piedmont, man.
All right, man. Y'all too, man. Peace.
All right. He was yelling. That's what it was. You got my head hurt.
I got Pan-African Lane. You said Francis Bacon invented the scientific method. I said, well,
gotta go take an aspirin now.
He said, he's a father of the scientific method. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, man. What are we doing? What's going on, Kyle?
Man, what's happening? What's up?
A headache, yo.
What's going on, bro?
Well, hopefully my question is easy. And I believe y'all had Bacon up on the screen because you were showing that he was the point of entry for the standardization of the scientific method. Is that kind of
no? They're gonna thunder drug us over there.
Yeah, well, I just had him up there because he was trying to make him a scientist. The man wasn't doing none of that. He was right. Yeah, he was saying he was a scientist.
He pushed for using the scientific method, and so he was part of the framework that will become will be established as a scientific method. It was his writing. He was gathering information and stuff like that, but he wasn't just saying, like, he didn't even follow things himself. Like, he wasn't there. You know what I mean? He was pushing for it. You feel me?
Yeah. So I guess he would be kind of similar to Ibn el-Hathim, right? Since they had similar points of view, they both was focused on.
No, you better than him.
Why do you say that?
Because this nigga was like, fuck the authority completely. Scrap it.
No, not. I mean, okay. So the authority.
You get it? You get it?
When you say the authority, who are you giving the authorship to?
To the Greek philosophers. That's why they was natural philosophers. They was tapped into the Greek. Remember, the Greek was the standard for damn near 2,000 years, yo. Till they discovered America. Nobody had actually broken all the way away from it. I'm not saying they didn't question it, but they weren't saying like you know how we do these days. The hell with documenting all that. We scrapped it. With Reggie, he's still in it. Like Reggie, not even close to scratch. He still think they the authority. You get it? We saying they not the authority in our world. Our world is scientific literacy, right? That's the scientific literacy which actually makes nature the authority. That's the world we're in, yo. And that's the fight we have. We're having people that's caught in between. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously. Like they and it's counterintuitive and it take a lot, yo. That's why sometimes some people need to actually get college educated because I'm not at that level to educate a person on a college level. I'm a street guy. I'm in between that work, them two worlds, kind of sort of. You know what I'm saying? So I might not say things right the first time. It'll take me a while. Over a couple of weeks, I figure out what I need to say and how I need to say it. But you, bro, you sat there in front of a college professor. I did it for 2 years, but that's, you know what I'm saying? I don't got the degree, right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yo.
Well, I guess my question is like, why is like, are y'all? Let me ask the question before I assume something. Do y'all place bacon closer to the end result of scientific methodology that you will place Ibn Hatim?
Wait, look on the timeline. Where the timeline put him?
Not not on the timeline as far as when you did something about what I mean, like more like far as like what you did and how what was done was groundbreaking, new at that time, revolutionary and stuff like that. Like,
Well, Bacon has the chance to. He's going to be better than Ibn
in what aspects?
because he got a chance to look at their work or at least know about them.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
So
that's going to make him. You know, your son's supposed to
yeah, Bacon is 1561. It don't get the whole method, all that don't get formalized to Newton. You got Bacon, you got Galileo, you got Rene Descartes, then you get to Newton. Then we
but if Bacon did do anything except for not anything, that's not what I meant. Excuse me. If Bacon did anything, then move forward the field in any revolutionary way, but Ibn Hatim did. Wouldn't that make him more of a pivotal force that had more scientific literacy, that was more according to the scientific method than Bacon would be?
No, that chef overdoing it. You should see my presentation yesterday. Chef overdid it.
And then Bacon had more peers than
I wouldn't even compare them like that. Both of them is pivotal. Like, because his work on
I just gotta say it is an overwhooping though. I'm gonna say it. That's what
let me get my point though. I think Ibn's work on optics was foundational. So I'm giving that credit. I'm saying, and then Isaac Newton and them, and I forgot who came before him. Put complimented the optics work. So
and I would say Bacon had more periods during his time. He had more contemporary people doing it, you know what I'm saying, looking into the work. Like I was saying, like even William Gilbert was alive during the same time as Francis Bacon and a lot others. So it was a lot more people around, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, in these scientific circles.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm seeing what Bacon did not do. You said Bacon did not have
small,
a standard.
Like, say one more time, sorry.
So she said for Bacon, right? It said Bacon had no standardized hypothesis, experiment analysis, inclusion cycle, no clear role for mathematics and natural inquiry like later science. And his inductive method was impractical in its full form and rarely followed as written. So like even he himself like was a lot of stuff was anecdotal. Like he wasn't even in practice doing it at that time. He wasn't
and he did not also practice methodological naturalism either.
No, he falls under I think natural philosophy.
Yeah,
natural philosophy.
Yeah, natural philosophy.
But without the experimentation, that's what I'm saying. He's before Newton. So without the experimentation process, he ain't doing that. I think he got some rudimentary experiments I'm seeing, and like he gathered. I'm just skimming through it. Like he gathered a lot of catalog. He cataloged what people were doing, and they're saying, look, I said a lot of it was anecdotal. Like so, it wasn't like regularly tested, like a repeatable type stuff. He wasn't doing that.
And they ain't discovered a new world, yo.
1516. You talking about?
Okay, so you saying that you say that a few times. Can you explain
Bacon was 1516?
No, not Bacon. No, not Bacon.
Well, can I get you, if you don't mind? Like you said it a few times throughout this conversation the last few days. Can you explain the importance of finding the new world and why that changed how they thought about things? Like, can you
I had 2 sources I did last night. I don't know why my thing is. So let's get to the first source right here. All right. And that's why, in the server, we employ everybody read the history of the scientific method. It's serious work right here. So let's see where it falls at. So we see it right here. It says the discovery of the Americas at the close of the 15th century showed the scholars of Europe that new discoveries could be found outside of the authoritative works of Aristotelian, Pliny, Galen, and other ancient writers. That's important. So look at the timeline of this. We got to go all the way. Now, if we move slightly here, all right, let's move to Ibn Hayyan, right? He don't got that advantage. That's important. Okay, and he talks about he used similar arguments to show the admission theory of vision supported by Ptolemy and Euclid. All right, let me see what else. Okay, and ancient emissions theory supported by Aristotelian, where objects emit physical particles in the eye. So you see, he's relying heavily on these Greeks, right? And
he proved them wrong, though. You can't really
he can't prove them wrong yet.
Correct. So, like I said, his book of optics is solid. Like it's foundational to optics. That's why you can't really.
I'll bring you one more serious source on that. It's pivotal in the conversation, though. And I swear it is. And we've been saying it for a couple of weeks now, and I'm glad you called me on it. Last night, I dug into it, but let me show you this right here. And I'll make sure I'll send it to you. It's in the encyclopedia. And hold on. Let me get it. The history of science. No, that's not the one. All right, here you go. All right. For some reason, they will make like they want to get a paid account on that one. That's crazy. I'm going to send it through the email so I can pull it up for y'all. It's a great point there. Yep. It's just having more framework. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just get better at it. You get to see all the mistakes in front of you. I mean, that's why it's healthy to have a healthy, not a stupid environment though. People just making up shit. That's counted. That don't even help. Yeah,
see,
man.
He's not pushed back on that though, because when you compare him to Bacon ain't doing them type of study. He's not doing no controllable experiments like that. This shit is all like anecdotal. He wasn't. That wasn't his goal. I'm saying that. When I don't say it was his goal, is to do it. Like, you know what I mean? He more.
Yeah, I guess I'm looking for like you know what I'm saying, like you know how you rank the NBA best players and most pivotal people through the NFL and NBA and stuff. Like, would y'all put him in the top 5 as far as important? Because I can't
even do
see
it like that. You can't even compare it like that.
I wouldn't even. I don't know if I start ranking it like that.
You got a whole gray area in development of science. Like you got to think of it. Ain't just a.
I'm gonna go somebody from modern times. You see what I'm saying? Like it depends on where you put drawing the line at. I'm gonna go top 5. I'm gonna use somebody from today.
Yeah, you can't. Like it's like building a house. You can't live in a house without a bathroom and toilet.
Mm-hmm. So what did Bacon bring that was so important then?
He brought the reasoning and the approach, the systematic approach to how we'll go forward with the method. And that's his contribution to it. You feel me? Like basically saying, from now we go forward, this is how we will determine what we know. You know what I mean? So I think I would look at that. That's his contribution.
Okay, so organizing the methods. I'm just trying to say it out loud. So basically, organizing the methods of the past into one centralized method to be disseminated through the scientific community. Is that like a good way to sum it up?
I guess in short, I don't want to take nothing away from, like, you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah, I'm not taking nothing away from him.
You pull it.
So we can give him everything he did. That's not an issue.
I got it right here. So he argued that the study of nature should be based on systematic observation, not speculation. Right, but you got to understand, even the thing that he's proposing, that doesn't mean he didn't do it himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's all type of flaws in his work, but that's what he argued that based on systematic observation, not speculation, built gradually from evidence to general principles, organized as a collective, ongoing project, not isolated insight. So that this was a direct challenge to the dominant tradition that they relied heavily on authority, See what I'm saying? So he's the break from the Aristotelian authority standard. He's saying, you know, no longer will we base what we know on the authority. From this point on, we will start with what we know, and then we will build forward. And so that's his, you know what I mean? And he laid out the method on how we will go forward. So
But
that's
what, could that possibly be, I guess, a misdirection of authority? Because he then stated that he gave all the authority to the beauty or the power of God or something like that.
But I
Or
mean, that's what a natural philosopher does, though. That's what Newton
Yeah.
does.
Yes, they do. Yeah, they do that.
That thing.
But they work. But they actual work is given to the to the authority. You get it? You get that right? Separation to where they created everything authority and my work.
Yeah, you got, you know, natural philosopher got, you know, that's their bag. He fits comfortably in that natural philosophy realm.
You
I mean,
see, that's why
Newton said without God, everything will fall apart. The only thing keeping this thing doing like that is God. Without God, this thing will just drop from the sky.
so natural philosophy is not the criteria, what the needed criteria to be classified as a scientist or not a scientist. So can we just throw natural philosophy out the word at this point? Because it doesn't seem like anybody
no,
that's
you can't throw
practicing.
them out. Then you won't understand the history. Hell, that's like throwing out the word African American and just
No,
call us
I'm
all
saying
Americans. Then you
I'm
wouldn't
saying as,
understand the history. You get that though?
yeah,
Because
I
you
do
can
get
call
it,
us
but
Americans, but it
I'm
would kill
saying
the history.
as being classified as a scientist.
No, it
Because
wasn't
like
that. It
we're
was
we're looking back and we're seeing that they definitely had a flawed method, but their flawed method later reached what we
yeah.
have now is a more developed, better method, right? And then if you go before them, then the ancient Greeks, then they had a flawed method that was improved.
Yeah.
But and the same thing when we go to the House of Wisdom, they had a flawed method that was approved. But like, why do we just stop though and like say, hey, these people are scientists. We can use that term for these people, but for those right there, we're
I'm
not
not
going to
using
use that.
scientists for bacon.
I'm
Trip.
not using scientists for begging. I ain't doing that.
Not in the modern sense. Like we're
Yeah.
not even retrospective.
Yeah,
No.
I ain't doing that because he ain't even getting no lab. He wasn't even trying to do that. He was writing.
Yeah, but
He,
we
he
use
wanted
it
to
for
go to the library.
we can use it for natural philosophers though, right? Just like not those natural philosophers, but other natural philosophers, we can use it though, right?
What?
Yeah, but they don't fit. Like Newton fits because his work contributed to the foundation of modern science. That's why he fits. Darwin fits, you know what I mean, because of what he did to lay it's a foundational work.
Yeah, it's the best of the best, like you said, yo.
Yeah.
It's the most select of the most select, yo. Y'all picked the Mount Rushmore niggas.
Yeah.
God dang.
And it took modern time. It took modern time for us to even go back and see what they was doing and say, okay, they're science. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
They had
yeah,
to take.
that's a great point right there. That's a great point right there. It took modern science to go back. Yeah, that's interesting. I can't believe he made me do all
Bacon is less closer to a scientist than you want to be. You want to at least come down to Newton.
Yeah, you gotta get at least slide. You know, at that point, I am Hotep as a damn doctor.
Yeah.
Let's make I am Hotep a doctor.
I mean, shit. Technically, you could make Adam. He removed his own rib. Didn't he? That's surgery, nigga. That's the first surgery.
Now that's a new twist right there. I ain't heard that one yet.
That is funny. All right, hold on. Science of Islam. All right, hold on. Let me find. I gotta come to watch this, Joe. I'm gonna come to authorities. Here you go. Shit. America. Damn it. India. Shit. Practical. No, man. They made me actually rise in modern science. Let's see, is it here? All right, here you go. Let me do my thing. All right, because that's the best question all week, bro. Give it to you with that shit. Ain't nobody decide to ask the question. You asked the damn question. I gave you the one source. Now let's come here. So we in Encyclopedia Britannica. These bitches made me pay for this. Reading it free for months.
I got it too.
You paid for it.
Yeah, because you only get to go over one or two times, and you got to at least sign up for a month. So I signed up for a month as a habit. Then if I need to go back to it, I'll buy it again.
Okay, so it's in the article, History of Science, the Rise of Modern Science. Look, authority of phenomenon. See, now we get to the point where they're working towards making the phenomenon the authority. It seems simple now, but the shit ain't simple. Let's come down in here. Here you go. This is funny right here, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay. Is it right here? Shit. The search for, oh no, in the large part. No. Here you go. Here you go. Make sure I read this clearly. This is important. It's deep. Right? You can put this statement in your chat. Take a picture of it and put it in your chat GPT. It say the first really serious blow to the traditional acceptance of ancient authorities was the discovery of the New World at the end of the 15th century. Ptolemy, the great astronomer and geographer, had insisted that only 3 continents, Europe, Africa, and Asia, could exist, and Christian scholars from St. Augustine on had accepted it. For otherwise, watch this, watch why they accepted it. For otherwise, men would have walked upside down at the anthropods. Huh. But Ptolemy of St. Augustine and a host of other authorities were wrong. The dramatic expansion of the known world also served to stimulate, watch this, the study of mathematics, right, for wealth and fame, and awaited those who could turn navigation into a real trustworthy science. So now we found something we can apply that to. Motivation money, right? It turns into the global trade, bro. Everybody trying to hustle and bustle now. Slavery is the global slave trade. Now they're trying to trade and move products across the world, bro. Now it's a reason to really get into this thing and take this shit 100% serious. But I'm going to tell you what, that blow of thinking men would walk upside down, right? The point I want to make right here is that Aristophanes, right? He's the father of geodesy, the size and shape of the earth. Remember, he measured in Egypt around 225 AD, I believe. So they already knew the world was round, okay? But they were saying, bro, but if somebody is over there, they're walking upside down. They don't know it moves. You can't feel the movement of the earth, right? So couple that with, oh, we found something there, and we're not upside down with the damn authority being the Greeks. They didn't know we had to scrap that. That's why I continuously I don't want to overwhoop it, but it's definitely one piece that those people prior to that didn't have, which is important. That's my point. Does that make any sense to you? Okay. And on schedule, he missed all of it. Damn. I wonder why Pan, why you keep saying that?
I got him too. I got the video with talking about Neanderthals and white people. I got that too. I got it read.
Say that. Let's get you out of here, Pan. What you call him?
Pan African Lane.
Pan African what?
Pan African Lane.
Who? Pan African Lane. What? Pan African Lane.
Always on the wrong side of the fence.
Always on the wrong side of the fence, yo. God
damn. Yeah.
Hey,
You get a good laugh. Oh, Joe, go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Joe.
Joe, where you at, Joe? Joe gone. He went quiet, Joe.
No, I'm here. I'm just listening in. Go ahead, y'all go ahead and build. That thunder gone, so I ain't got nobody to yell at no more.
Headache. All right, so y'all got it. Huh? Nick, I hope you got that. All right, here we go. We're gonna we tune in there. We tune in there. Here we go.
You see it?
Yes, we did. Let's go, James.
How he got the name Neanderthal James.
In Europe and Asia, they evolve into like a different
species like the Denisovans and the Neanderthals. They stayed out. They were outside of Africa, right? Homo erectus eventually went extinct. Meanwhile, the other species in Africa competing, they also died out, leaving only one. At a certain point, our species migrated out of Africa. We didn't come across Homo erectus because they apparently had already gone extinct. We came across the Neanderthals and the Denisovans, but they eventually went extinct too. So now that only leaves us. That's all it is.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That ain't what they didn't go extinct. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what those people are. That's just what. See, you got to understand. We only have a 1% to like 5% difference in our DNA amongst all of us. So what I'm say,
not even what? That. No. You way off.
What?
You know, Jay, you could just easily pull stuff out, but nobody's like. Get a source that's in Neanderthal, like we're all like you, like you could. Do you know like the Neanderthals? They didn't really have the type of social community like Homo sapiens had. They hunted mostly meat, and like they know what I'm saying, the motherfucker was strong, bro. They took down like the wild cattle. Like you talk about, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever like you talk about Neanderthal, bro? Like they were robust human beings, bro. Like come on, man.
I mean, we don't have to argue about this. They sequenced the Neanderthal DNA and they sequenced our DNA, so they have the comparison. They know that that modern humans are not Neanderthals, right? So. We don't have
understand nothing I'm saying. It's just crazy to me that y'all.
What are you saying? You're saying something that's wrong.
What I'm saying is that first species that migrated out of Africa, which is Homo erectus, is all 100% the same thing. And when it leaves out, you're saying then y'all interjected that it was different species in Africa that at the same time. But then I was trying to get up to speed and let y'all know that even though that did occur, at the end of the day, it all turns out to be Homo sapiens sapiens. Some kind of way it became one species. But at the same time of that mutation, to when them get into one, they're getting into Asian. They're turning it. The Denisovans are turning into Asians, and the European and the Neanderthals are turning into Europeans.
No, James.
That's what's.
You heard that?
Hey James, so all you gotta do right now, put one in the chat and say that's not my stance no more, and we'll move on.
Man, you really messed that one up.
We said you said it. We was like, yo, you did. No, I didn't. You did, bro. Now I'm saying the type of guy I am, right? If you have learned more, then say, yo, I changed my stance on that, and right? But you've always trying to find a way to make them white people, though. You find sophisticated ways now.
He definitely does that.
Yeah. Got him. Put him out there.
And he said the Denisovans turned into Asians.
Run that back slightly.
Yeah.
Run it back. We're gonna get that cue right. Run that back a little bit today when he said they white people. Run it back. Just a little bit slightly.
Eventually went extinct. Meanwhile, the other species in Africa competing, they also died out. You're saying something that's wrong.
What I'm saying is that first species that migrated out of Africa, which is Homo erectus, is all 100% the same thing. And when it leaves out, you're saying then y'all interjected that it was different species in Africa that at the same time. But then I was trying to get up to speed and let y'all know that even though that did occur, at the end of the day, it all turns out to be Homo sapiens sapiens. Some kind of way it became one species. But at the same time of that mutation, to when them get into one, they're getting into Asian. They're turning it. The Denisovans are turning into Asians, and the European and the Neanderthals are turning into Europeans.
No, James.
That's what's happening.
Wrong.
What you talking about?
That's definitely a pseudo moment right there.
Yeah, bro.
That's how he got the name Neanderthal.
Yeah. And he fighting and trying, that's the such and such. They Then he hybridization. Then he tried to get sophisticated with it. Or it's hybridization. We was like, what, yo? I said, yo, they don't find a lot of hybrid, half human, half Homo sapien, half Neanderthal, because they tempering ain't there for the way they think ain't there together. Yo, they mate and they leave. They don't got a lot of power. Yeah, it is. I say, so you saying this white people? I never said that. Yeah, you did say it. So what I'm saying is, bro, put a 1 in the chat and say, yo, I just was wrong. Yeah, you just was wrong. Yo, we all do it.
He's still trying to say what he said.
No, now what he said. Hold on, let's read it. Hold on, James. What I said was, you'll cue it back up.
What I said was Homo sapiens turning to Africans, non-African hominids turning to other hominids, such as Neanderthal and Eastern Eurasians turning to Denisovans. No, you said the Denisovans became the Asians, and Neanderthals became Europeans. That's
even that's wrong. Even what you said right there on that screen is wrong, bro.
Yeah. Then we keep asking him. He's like, well, what about
look.
It gets way worse. That shit's so funny, man.
Yeah, even that is wrong, though, James. Even what you got on the screen. So if you was trying to say that, you're still saying it wrong. Get it together, son.
It's terrible, bro. Think you cooking.
You think you cooking. Then you talk a lot of trash. You over there talking a lot of trash, yo. Matter of fact, you second in charge in the science department over there. Reggie the polymath doctor is the lead scientist, yeah, I'm saying, and you the trusted student. Yeah, even your statement is wild, bro. Put your statement in ChatGPT. Oh, what a tangle where we weave when first we practice to deceive. Oh,
what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive.
Yeah, we can all make mistakes, yo.
James can't read.
Yo, we gotta take that to crazy.
We need to play that song off and on all the time.
I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link to that video. That's an old Pseudo Killas video. That started the 5-hour mark. Man, it's just 2 hours and we were just laughing. I mean, he just messed it up. He was like, he couldn't understand the difference between a DNA test, right? He said, well, how come a European took a DNA test? They was 100% European. And then Africa took a DNA test and they were 100% African. How can that be? He was like, that means they two different things. So we tried to explain to him like that's recent ancestry. We couldn't get it. The whole show we tried to explain to him recent ancestry versus deep ancestry, bro. Man,
I say turn into white man, the Asians, the Denisovans. He was specific with it. Because they found Denisovans in Denisova cave in Europe. He said they turned into Asians and the Neanderthals turned into white people.
Yeah. He had all type of hypotheses about the Australians, Indians. Man, when I listened to it again, man, I laughed about 2 hours, man.
Yeah, you funny.
And Google Scholar and just talk to him, we had just dying laughing at the same time. Like he's then he said, "Okay, Then he said, you gonna just keep on believing in white people." I'm like, "You don't keep doing that. You don't keep doing it."
Oh, so we're gonna come right here. We're gonna put your statement in ChatGPT. See, now I'm petty nitpicker. Because y'all I'm petty now. Y'all made and you laughed and joked at them as they cracked jokes for 6 hours straight. Because I put the E on the C instead of the dot. So now it's my turn, guys. My turn. What I said was that Homo sapiens turned into Africans, non-African hominids, turned into other hominids, and such as Neanderthals and Eastern Asians turned into Denisovans. It's like the neck bone. Short answer, no. That statement is scientifically incorrect and conflates several different evolutionary processes. Here's the precise. It said Homo sapiens turned into Africans is incorrect phrasing. Homo sapiens originated in Africa, 300,000 hood fossils. They say Africans are not something Homo sapiens turned into. They are the original population of Homo sapiens. Modern non-African populations, subset of African populations that migrated out 60, 70,000 years ago. Correct framing. Homo sapiens evolved in Africa And some populations later migrated out of Africa. Non-African hominids turned into Neanderthal. This is chronologically wrong. Homo neanderthals evolved before Homo sapiens of Africa. Neanderthals descended from early hominids, likely Homo habiliensis, right? They split, right? It say that left Africa 507,000 key point. Neanderthals did not come from Homo sapiens. They are sister lineage, not descendants. Eastern Eurasians turned into Denisovans. This is incorrect.
Yeah,
Denisovans were already distinct.
What did he get correct in that?
He did not evolve from modern.
You get nothing right?
Wow.
You get a 0? Oh my Lord.
4.
Hey,
man.
He got a Z. He got a Z on his test.
Modern Eastern Asian, bro. Instead, modern Eastern Asian and other small amounts of Denisovan DNA due to inbreeding and admixture. Actually, what happened, scientifically accurate model. The specific evolutionary framework. African populations evolved into Homo sapien. Early African populations leave Africa evolved into Neanderthals. Europe and West Asia. Denisovans, Asia. Now, later, Homo sapiens leave Africa 67,000 years ago, interbreed with Neanderthal and Denisovan. You was trying to understand it because you talk about hybrids. The core scientific, boy, you mistaken to death. The core scientific mistake, evolution lineage splitting, wrong, burn. Migration population, admixture being burn. It treats them as a population turned into each other, which is not how evolution works. 6, correct scientific summary, clear version. Homo sapiens evolved in Africa, early hominid populations that left Africa evolved into Neanderthals, Denisovans. Later, Homo sapiens migrated out of Africa, interbred with these archaic groups, leaving genetic traces in modern populations today. We've been trying to say that. We can put together a whole debate slide for you. We got Green and David Roll, right? 2010, and Prefer 2014. There you go, James. So even that shit wasn't right. Fix it, James.
James like a 21-year-old still in high school. He just can't get up to 12th grade.
And then we explained that exact thing to him on the show. He's like, yeah, now y'all don't know what you're talking about. Y'all don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Explain to him exactly like how they left out and then the break. Y'all don't get it.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Y'all know what I think happening? What is happening? You know how you read something and you just don't get it, and you got to go back and read it a few more times until it it finally clicks in your head. I think what James does, huh?
He fast food reading, yo. He ain't sit down at the restaurant.
James is reading. Wait, go. James is reading this stuff, y'all. I'm serious. He is. Let's be honest. He's reading it, but wherever he gets stuck, he fills in the blanks on his own. He don't try to go like research it and try to figure out why is it that I don't understand it. For him to make the statement that he read and get zeros on everything means that he read it. I mean, because he know about it, so he had to read it, right? And boy, I'm messing up here. Y'all go ahead, John.
No, he's saying how this dude, he like the Pan-African version of Uncle Ruckus, yo.
What?
I don't even understand.
I don't think
what is Gullah talking about?
Gullah cricket. That ain't call it. I don't think that. He Black House is supreme though. Yeah. Funny as shit. Pan-African. Right, he said if it was the Pan-African, it'd be James. That's funny.
Go together, man. That's funny.
That don't even go together.
Man. James, all right, I'm jumping off, y'all. Y'all be easy, man. Peace.
Hey, man. Hey,
all
James,
right, man.
Joked and made all kind of comments. So I just wanted to get you back, yo.
Oh, it's terrible, man. Terrible.
Terrible, man. Yeah, you open, bro. You put your mouth in a lot of conversations, bro.
You don't comprehend. You know what I'm saying? That will explain. Like you think that you screenshot the text, bro. You screenshot the text. And Neanderthals didn't turn to Europeans and Denisovans didn't turn to Asians. I don't care what you think, bro.
Yeah.
Didn't happen like that, bro.
It didn't happen. Got you, good fella.
Hey, study coming at 4:30, man.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we got it. No, it's good. He said he at 4:30, so we got another 47 minutes or however long you need long.
All right, we can play the. Let's play the little. Let's play. I got the clip with Reggie when they died all together. They all died together. They all died together. Then we got that game coming up at 8:00. We definitely watching that. Lakers.
Yeah, man. Everybody out though. And Jam, I'm gonna do a whole show, bro. We can just play the whole video. I want you can come on the panel, and then you make it make sense to me because you already know who the true enemy is, who our true enemy is. We can get into that conversation. Y'all know who your natural enemy is, right?
Oh man, yo, that's funny, yo. That's past funny, yo. Who our natural enemy is? You know, like Jane talk. He talk like a parent. Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Of course, man. Yeah, yo, I gotta give it to you.
Yeah. See, y'all know who our natural enemy is. He said, man, that's a shame. That's a shame.
Hey, what is wrong with Chef? Chef, man, unlock your clip function. Just Chef locked up his clip function. The clips was coming too hard, yo. Damn, you make it hard on us, man. Damn. Okay. Damn it. What's the video, yo? The video is the shit. I didn't even show the video. Hold on, bro. This is funny right here, yo.
It was on Chef Show or Brad. The same thing. Never mind.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I got the timestamp though. Hey man, they went all through my catalog looking for shit. The only they could find was a Malachi York.
Oh yeah, they did that.
I had to find me saying the Egyptians was black. Out of 700 videos, I missed that shit one time. That was funny. I had to find. They couldn't even find that. Shit, I had the shit back then. I was saying all Max was black, nigga. What the hell was going on here? 18 years ago. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Shit, I ain't ashamed. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Shit, we all done did it, and I played the stuff to prove to you that we all did it. Shoot, ain't the end of the world.
Somebody got a research team looking at stuff like that. I said, hey, listen. You clip me up making mistakes. I expect to make mistakes as time go by.
Right.
I'm not a professor in real life. I just play one on a show called Pseudo Killas on YouTube. Weekdays and prime time on weekends. You know what I'm saying? Trying to win a Golden Globe. You know what I mean? So I'm doing my best. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio I pay. You feel me? Yeah, and listen, man.
Shit.
I mean,
yeah, I mean, that's it.
And I'm learning at the same time. You feel me?
Right. So let me walk through. Damn. Hold on, man. Okay, I think I got it. They got him. We got him. That's funny. That's a funny clip there. We got him.
Oh yeah. The show was hilarious, man. Yeah, we cracking up. Yeah, that shit. The clip was it A+ for the show. A+.
Oh, hold on. I gotta play that one. Oh,
that dude come up to the podium, he was like, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got him." No, oh my God.
You know, that's DQ. Hey, DQ, we gonna get you, DQ. You know that's DQ. He running the switchboard. I figured it out.
Oh, okay.
Figured it out. Yeah, DQ. I figured it out.
DQ ran the DJ.
Hey, the DJ. I said, let me put two and two together.
Yeah.
Music, panel, running the same. Oh, okay. Here go Brass. This is the funny shit right here, yo. Why y'all had to check out the 6 hours they did on me with the case of the missing E.
Missing case of the missing CE.
Yeah, the missing CE. No, I the E. Because I put the E on that. The case is, I should have just had the C. Shit. All right, here we go. Watch this. We got him. Here we go.
That if he said that Newton was a scientist in a room full of scientists, that he'd have to crawl into a room
and be quiet, then explain to me how Neil deGrasse Tyson was able to do it. A person that's far beyond any of our intelligence when it comes to anything scientific. This is what he believes about Sir Isaac Newton.
Extraordinary scientific mind that we've, that humanity has. Who do you think is the most extraordinary scientific mind that humanity has produced?
There is no contest. Isaac Newton. Nothing. Nobody comes close.
Explain why.
Excuse me? Okay. So, okay. He, working alone, discovers the laws of motion. Then discovers the law of gravity. Universal law of gravitation. Oh, and then someone asked, Ike, or I don't know what they call him, Ike, why do your planets orbit in this shape, ellipses, the ovals, rather than perfect circle? It's, I don't know, I'll get back to you. And he goes,
boom, mic drop.
And he comes back, I finally have my answer. And they said, well, Isaac, how did you do that? Well, I had to invent integral and differential calculus to answer that question. He then discovers the laws of optics.
Excuse me?
Deducing that white light is composed of colors. Because you could take those same colors, recombine them, and get white light, which freaked out artists of the day.
So, right here. Can y'all see Sadiq right here, yo? You see that, Sosa? In the right-hand corner.
Yeah. So refreshing, yeah.
Yeah. He don't even know what he's drinking. So refreshing.
Hold on. That's what you get. Damn it. How do that? Damn. Open the what?
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
It's like he picked somebody else's drink up and sipped it.
Black Eagle trying to come back for the win.
Black Eagle trying to come back for the win. Let me do this.
That if he said that Newton was a scientist in a room full of scientists, that he'd have to crawl into a room and be quiet, then explain to me how Neil deGrasse Tyson, what?
There is no contest. Isaac Newton. No, nothing. No. Okay. Ike, or I don't know what they. I'll get back. And so, well, to answer that question.
See, Breezy always.
He then discovers the laws of optics.
Excuse me?
Deducing that white light is composed of colors, which freaked out
about all that.
Then he turned
right here.
26.
Right here, Sadiq says, so refreshing to see somebody going through what we went through, asking how a constant shifting of definitions and wording, and we considered crazy and dumb. Yeah, you still is crazy and dumb because look what you're responding to. Why is it you, Sadiq, always on the wrong side of the argument? It's the real question. Let me read your question. Let me read your thing again. It's so refreshing to see somebody going through what we went through, asking how constant shifting of definitions and wording, and we considered crazy and dumb. Yeah, niggas was crazy and dumb. You still is, I see. You haven't changed it. We see that. And you're still picking crazy and dumb arguments. Because this conversation right here, that man said, has the most scientific mind. Not that he was the greatest scientist, but the greatest scientific mind. That's the point. That's the mistake here.
It's
the funny part right here, yo.
And Tony like
you tell me. Okay. And in one of his books called Optics, he has a section in the back called queries.
Like you called him pseudo.
He's pseudo as hell. He's pseudo all get out.
Hell, well, God damn, I don't think I don't like him on the outside.
Nah, he disagreed with all of us.
Yeah, they still stuck on scientific thinking. They got shot. They tripping.
Oh, the scientific thing killed him.
I love that. And in my podcast, we have a
We got him.
We
That's
have
my favorite shit, right? It's shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Watch how much trash Brass talk. Watch this.
Stop the bullshit.
Look. Watch.
This is bullshit at this point. From a chair on YouTube, you got the fucking audacity to somehow say that Newton isn't a scientist and then double down.
Triple down.
And say if Chef calls Newton a scientist in a room full of scientists, he'd have to go crawl in the fucking corner. And Neil deGrasse Tyson said he's the GOAT of science, bro. The GOAT of science. Other physicists call him the greatest physicist of all time. Wikipedia. I mean, like, what are we doing? So I refuse to participate in the conversation because this is what I meant by trying to bring your argument to people so we could talk about people. And I'm sure after this, they're going to start talking about people and dumbass niggas. And they in the barbershop. And this is retroactive. I'm telling you what's going to happen, right? Here's the spin. Because I stopped paying attention to the points and the argument. You got to fight the narrative. God bless Smash Rockwell and the Magi Archers.
Damn.
I never knew when we have these conversations. I never Smash Rock to the points and the argument. You gotta fight the narrative. God bless Smash Rockwell. You gotta fight the narrative. God bless Smash Rockwell.
Hey, look at Hercules in the chat.
I don't believe Newton came up with shit on his own. It is not strange for people in Africa with working on the same topic for Newton, but all of a sudden Newton came up with that shit.
Damn.
That's the teammates they got, bro. They got the starting wild five. Bro. They wild.
Yeah, and ain't we all on YouTube? Ain't they on YouTube?
So y'all can't hate the white man and love Newton. Like, what's going on, man?
Oh, you good?
Rab's on the soapbox, man. He got some preaching in his blood.
Yeah. He's preaching. But he said, "God bless Smash Rockwell and them for the narrative." What was the narrative?
He has the audacity. And he said we go spinning and says retroactive.
Yeah, they got pitchforks and torches.
No. Yeah, Gully, you gotta get your presentation ready, man. You gotta get your presentation ready.
I'm gonna get it cracking tomorrow. I got it crack. It's easy. 10 easy slides. Easy.
I'm trying to find this other clip. Keep talking, y'all. I'm gonna find this clip.
Yeah,
yeah, that's crazy, man. And then the ad libs were like, "I got him." It was like when a little kid thump you and run. That's crazy, yo.
Yeah. Oh, so dig your hands. The kid's scared to leave me alone. You already beat up so much. So an arrow in the chat bothers you. No, don't. Yeah, I don't care about the arrows, man. Shout out Sadiq, man. You know we banged on Sadiq, but
he said, "Where's somebody that snitched that quick and got him in there, yo?"
I like Sadiq. Man.
Where's Sadiq at?
You know, we disagree on this stuff, but I like Sadiq, man.
He in there? Where he at?
Yeah. See, I don't know what chat. You know, I'm in this in a conversation. You know, both streams, so I've seen both.
Yeah, you lucky I ain't over there. I'm definitely taking them arrows up out of that motherfucker. That's still a non-arrow zone, nigga. Stony, no.
Non-arrow zone. Yeah. The arrows incite violence, Sadiq. You know.
Yeah, and he said the dude asked him who was the most scientific, influential scientific mind in his opinion. That don't mean, he still wasn't calling him a scientist. He could have went all back to the damn chip with the stick and said that's the most influential because it started there. He could have started there. You know what I'm saying? But he said his opinion. He said, Isaac Newton. That ain't mean he said he was exactly a scientist.
I've heard Neil say that many kids. That's his guy. Like everybody know. If you know Neil, you watch Neil. Neil loves Isaac Newton. Now, he always says that. And then two is like, people that should watch that show. Because see, sometimes people think that because Neil is in science, that he knows all the science.
Who is that Chief Creek?
I don't know what Chief Creek is.
Brother Unc, still on the Black Power stuff.
Original FBA. Indigenous FBA.
All right, so you still Hey, Chief Creek, yo, get your name right, man. Fix that name, man. Creek ain't no Creek. Alabama Creek. He Alabama Creek.
Hit the link, bro. Hit the link.
Hit that damn link talking about get beat up off the panel.
We ain't beat the album up in a minute.
Yeah, we ain't beat out. They stopped coming around.
Yeah.
No, they got some different fighting styles right there.
Yeah, man. Hey, for now, they need to make sure they clean their gun and they barrel out before they try to shoot it. Because sometimes, it'll backfire.
Hey, and that's a good point, Venice. He said it's crazy how they only critique your arguments, but they never create one for anybody else to critique them. They should send residuals of all their videos. You know what I'm saying? For sure. For sure. Everything we do, we under the goddamn microscope. For every little comment, man. So it's crazy. Peace to you too, Herbert, man. I see you in the building. I ain't even see you in there, man. But yeah, man, like I said, I just feel like, man, I mean, if we're going to have conversation, it got to be good faith conversation, man. It can't be down to gotcha moment, trying to get a person to say this one word. Are you saying this? You know what I mean? So if I say that, it can't be about that, man. It got to be about, a good dialogue, man. If I'm wrong, I'll say, hey, bro, you know what? I was wrong on that. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, so forth, so on, man. It got to be that type of conversation, man. You know what I mean? If I introduce something new you're not aware of, say, you know what, bro, I'm not aware that I thought it was this way. All right, I'm gonna go check that out, look into it some more. I'm gonna come back and build with you. Or put in ChatGPT if ChatGPT saying something different. Share the screen. You feel me? Go ahead, huh?
You hit it right in the nose. My fault. Finish your statement. I'm gonna play this.
So even if we have an army and we bring up something you disagree, and you put it in ChatGPT and it says something different, like be open, like share the screen so we can examine it and we can say, okay, well, let me ask it this. You know what I'm saying? And if then let's come to a resolution, bro. We can work through it together instead of it being like trying to get somebody. Go ahead.
Tony, he be saying stuff that's right sometimes all over the place.
Yeah. He tricky. You're tricky. Don't believe nothing. He ain't on nobody's side. He a one-man army.
Come on, Tony, you tighten it up, man. We know you're in service. We appreciate it, but tighten it up.
You can't be trusted. A one-man army.
Oh, man, one-man army. Yo, he ain't on no side. He's just going to war. Here we go. So this is the show. I jump on this. So you seen the clip I just played. You're gonna play it again.
The scientist ain't the scientist. This is why I sometimes in this conversation I'll be confused. Do you get that, Thunder?
Get white light. 6. Deducing that white light is composed of colors. Because you could take those same colors, recombine them, and get white light, which freaked out artists of the day. So he does all of this. Then he turns 26.
Do you get that, Thunder?
You gotta get it.
Actually, it
That
is
dude was in
actually
beast mode,
stupid.
man.
Shouts to God Killer. It's stupid that we're online arguing over whether this man is a scientist, ain't a scientist. This is why sometimes in this conversation I'll be confused. I don't know necessarily what we talking about because we're arguing over it when someone that we all would at least say, I mean, we don't all know everything about Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? But we all would consider him a scientific authority. He's on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? Like he's in the field doing the work, right? He's doing content, he's doing shows. There's another video of one of the greatest physicists of our time right now. They have no issue saying these things. It's the thing is, I don't know why this would even be like a big deal to say, oh, well, we can kind of call him that, but he's a natural philosopher. No, bro. He's the greatest scientist in history. Not only is he a scientist, he's the greatest. Come on, bro. He's the greatest scientist. This nigga's uncle's funny as fuck. He's the greatest.
I'm here, yo. I'm here, yo.
I know, bro. I know. 1 second.
All right, give me my chance.
I got you, brother. I promise. I'm gonna let you.
Watch how easy this be. Go ahead.
Hold on. So what I'm saying is, not only is he a scientist, he's the greatest scientist in history, and we're trying to figure out. Well, he's a natural philosopher, or he's not this, or he's not that. It's just a weird conversation. But I always will be fair, right? I'm not always fair. Fair is a place where they judge pigs. But I will treat everybody the same. So I will, if Unc was in a lot of this video, and we play clips from their video. So Unc is in the building. Shouts to him. Unc, the floor is yours. So, let me just set it up right. Let me set it up right, though. And give you your respect. Let's set it up right. Go ahead, brother.
Well, I appreciate the Department of the Secretaries that correct the Pseudo Killas information. I really appreciate that. The mistake was actually made on my slide because I put my own presentations together. I don't use ChatGPT. So I actually left out the TH. If you listen to the words I was saying, I said 17th century CE. That's the correct way to say that. And that's 1600, that's 1,601 to 1,700. That's what it is. So the mistake was actually on the slide, right? We caught the mistake early in the game, and we was trying to figure out, well, why is Thunder going back and forth, right? And I said, yeah, them niggas, I'm saying they're gonna make a whole show about it. And y'all made a whole show about it. So I'm not debating over the CE. That was definitely, but the mistake was actually made on the slide, just for the record. And I accept my mistakes, right? So the question is this: after all that nonsense you just talked, are you going to accept the mistake you just made in front of everybody after doing a video about me making a mistake? Are you going to be able to say, you know what, man, I got that wrong?
Go ahead.
So first of all, you're lying on Neil deGrasse Tyson. At no point did Neil deGrasse Tyson say what you said he said. But see, this can happen when we up here in this environment, people around you feeling good. You go a little bit over your skis. You make mistakes here. That's why we always give people sources so they can read it for themselves. See, I know how the community goes, bro. So yeah, my nigga, play it again. I'm saying right here, right now, after this is the second time you done clown me on that. You clown SOSA and you clown me about him saying that Newton was a scientist. He never said Newton was a scientist, bro. You said that, and everybody thought he said that. Right. Nigga, that's different.
The greatest scientific mind.
Thank you. Okay, now you changing it up? So why you keep
I'm
saying
not changing it up.
So why you keep saying
let him talk.
He never said that. He never said that. I'm going to say it again. Neil deGrasse never said he was the greatest. Don't hold up. Don't hold up, bro.
No. I got to hold up.
Neil never said.
I have to hold up. This ain't for you. Thunder. Get out the goddamn way.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of the way. Let me pause. Let me mute my mic.
Thank you. Because I've already realized you can't tell the truth when it comes to Unc. You've admitted it.
I've admitted it. So yeah, that's it. Just leave it alone. I'm good. All right.
I don't want
Can you play the clip again?
Yes, I'm gonna play the clip again.
Right, having a scientific mind.
I'm gonna play it again.
But he never said that. You framed it as if he did.
Correct.
See? Okay, so that means that was a mistake made. Am I correct?
I can admit that.
So then we good. So let's knock it off. Let's get back to the thing y'all keep getting beat up on. Mischaracterizing what science is. You got a whole panel full of pseudos. I don't know about right now. I haven't checked it. That say things routinely wrong. If you spent more time worrying about the crazy people saying crazy things out their mouth, like Reggie, you know what I'm saying? Like Stu Peas, like the wrongest, all of them, bro. Yo, they make a million mistakes. Yo, the platform would be better, bro. You worrying about, I'm not gonna fight you over the CE. Y'all, I'm glad y'all got a good laugh over that because it's kind of lonely up here at Mount Olympus. I understand that.
Yeah. We had a good show. Brass pulled up yesterday. Last night was a good show, man. He showed his support. We got a good conversation, man. That was fun, yo. But we gonna always make mistakes. This guy be in good faith, yo. Your experts make mistakes. Drop the link. Don't you got the link? You ain't dropped the link, yo?
Okay.
I thought we dropped the link, yo. Drop the link, man. There you go. We dropped the link. Yeah, we got about 25 more minutes. Get sad in there. We're gonna go over there, man. Yeah. Interesting. That was funny though. We, I think we should be. I mean, hell, we're gonna make mistakes. No matter how much trash we talk. He in the middle talking trash, make mistake. I'm in the middle talking trash, make mistake. And hey, look, Chef was not living there. That he said, CE means century, nigga. I thought it did.
Let's just say, got him. I got him.
I did. Hey, Anthony, Space A. Anthony. Hey, I ain't never lied to you, yo. We always kept it a buck with each other. But nigga, when they did that 6-hour show, the whole time I'm saying, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking CE literally is the abbreviation for century. That whole time, I'm saying, because I actually forgotten. And then I was sitting there while I was doing the show, right? And I bust out laughing to myself, yo. I say, damn, the abbreviation for century is actually the C with the dot. And I bust out laughing. I say, because none of them dudes could catch me on what it was and what I was messing up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, that shit was funny, yo. I swear to God, yo, that was funny. Thanos, where you at? We got Thanos up here. All right, we got Space Age African, Anthony Bowman. What's good, Anthony?
Peace to you. Peace to the panel, everybody listening. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what happened when you get them when you searching for them I got you moments, dog. You get caught up in where you at, and before you know it, you done shit it and then turn around and stepped in it. You feel me?
That's all possible, ain't it, man?
Yeah.
Sure. When you gonna be ready to do your thing, your presentation? When you gonna
Hey man, it's whenever. I just wanna, speak a few minutes on what they calling, astronomy, but don't know that it's all tied up into astrology until the modern science come along. You know what I'm saying? See, I hadn't heard anybody speak on that aspect of it. And then I keep hearing Kevin Bacon and all this here. But when it comes down to science and everybody's stuck on the observation, but ain't nobody making no measurements, dog. Science is about measurements as well. You know what I'm saying? So especially in astronomy, we talk about the light years and the distance ladder, red shift and all that. See, that's modern science. That's science. They wasn't doing that back then. And it's a lot of this stuff back then, it was all about the God. You know what I'm saying? So we've gotten past that thanks to the scientific method. We were able to get past all of that, clear up the murky waters and deal with the natural world. You know what I'm saying? Back then, God was the causal agent. And the proof in that is a lot of the people back then that was actually, laying this groundwork, that were persecuted by the church or by the Islamic world or whatever, whoever. You know what I'm saying? That's who controlled everything. And if you didn't say that God was the causal agent, some of them lost their lives for that, dog. So no, it wasn't no scientific method back then. People were working on it, in the age of what they call the golden age of Islam. That was, like you say, that bridge. They was getting there. They was laying out the foundation to get to where we at now. And it was never us who put those people down, even all the way back to, we talk about naphtha playa. We never put them down, dog. Everything they did, we big up because it got us to where we are. So it was them taking kept changing the narrative, dog. It wasn't us. We been standing still on the same, square we've been on from the start.
Day one.
But we done went all the way around through different factions. You know what I'm saying? Everybody came in with a different point to where we end up talking about Isaac Newton. You know what I'm saying? Dog, we done went from naphtha playa to Isaac Newton. And they still trying to get a I got you moment. They done brought in Thunder. Oh, Thunder, yeah. You hear what I'm saying? Thunder, you hear this? You know what I'm saying? He come in with a little mini presentation full of questions, wanting to question everything. And when we go get a chance to question them on what they talking about?
We can't. We pseudo killers. We can't ask no questions.
That's what I'm waiting on, man. Yeah, when y'all gonna let us critique?
Yeah.
Commentary.
Hey, what's good, huh? What's good, panel? What's good, peoples?
What's good,
skipping?
Yeah, what's good?
You can't skip the line, man.
Oh, I apologize. Yeah, you just let me know what number I got. What number do I got, though?
The next number. We got Thanos on here. You next. You have for Thanos.
Okay, I'm number 2. All right, cool.
Number 2. What's up, Thanos? What's good, Malcolm? What it do?
What up, good people? Can y'all hear me good?
We hear you loud and clear. Smooth in the game.
Bacon, cheese, eggs, PK, and pie. Look, I've been listening to the conversation. Y'all know me, man. I'm not only in the bushes, but I'm sitting on the rooftop with the scope.
Yeah, for sure.
And the one they don't see coming. But good conversation, man. I like what we're doing again. It's strange now to see this entire community almost talking about the topic of science and trying to define it and determine when and who and where did it originate. It's good to see people swinging sources, although in many cases they're misread. But at least the audience also gets, they don't necessarily miss out because they do get the sources they can read for themselves and use certain tools to kind of get a better understanding of what's going on. And I do agree too with SOSA that there have to be honest conversations where we're saying, hey, I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing it. I'll look into it before I speak on it. Because sometimes even in real time, you can make a mistake. Even in our back chats, one of the things that I try to make a habit of saying is, hey, I'm no expert in this. And in my non-expert opinion, here is X, Y, Z. And this is where I'm at on it. But on the conversation of the science, I from what I'm gathering is that, science doesn't happen in a vacuum. Is it to start with a single entity or a single person? It's something that's practiced among a community of people, right? It's a swing from one thing to the next. There's a gradient as opposed to a hard line being set from natural philosophy into science, or into what science will become, or modern science. And so I think I just wonder, man, what pictograph or picture or illustration would really stretch this point, because I don't think that people are getting that. They keep thinking that it's popping up. You're naming one person who doesn't have a peer of equal value. You know what I mean? Like, who would be the peers with the same skill to evaluate whether or not somebody is right? if you're saying that this one person is the one and only scientist of their day. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I mean, we know that today I can write a paper now and it will be reviewed by peers who went to institutions that actually taught them after rigorous years of making sure that they were licensed and understood the process. So I think we're missing a lot of that. But I like the fact that our team is actually bringing out what Sosa brought out earlier today. Is hey, here is the process of how science works. You got X, Y, Z, followed by this peer review process, and I like how y'all touched on it. So I'm gonna sit back, man, in the weeds. I comment every now and then, but I'm watching.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Me, myself. What's good, brother? How you doing? Ain't heard from you in a while. What it do? What it do?
Yeah, so you already know I'm out here in these internet, these YouTube streets bugging, just trying to spark the conflict, intellectual spar for sure.
Absolutely.
But you are science, man. I just so happened to click that panel a few days ago that night when y'all was talking about science. And it kind of blew my mind, but y'all corrected yourself because ain't nobody right all the time. But of course, ancient Africans had science. It's just that when we speak in absolutes and 100%, right? Like we got to be careful that when we talk about anything, including science, because science itself tells you that is gradient. It's a gradient, it's gradual. So tomorrow's cell is going to be different from yesterday's cell, including in your own body, right? But I'm gonna just throw out 2 points. Don't let me forget about these points though. The cannibal caves that they found about 850,000 years ago, they're called Homo ancestors, right? And it's right around the same time as the Denisovans they just found about 10. Well, the whole internet was talking about a decade ago, 5 years ago. Everybody knows about Denisovans now, but they found that these marks on these bones were the same as regular animal bones, and they were in the same sediment layer, because you know how archaeology works. They were in the same sediment layer, right, as the regular deer bones. So it was like they weren't starving. They were just doing that for a reason. And the ancient texts of all cultures talk about the deities cannibalizing each other, even if we want to believe it's real or fake or it's a metaphor for something else. It speaks about eating another sentient being, right? All right. The other point I wanted to talk about.
I'm lost. I'm lost on that point. You lost me. I fell off the cliff.
Yeah, I'm telling
you.
you.
Yeah, you killed me. You went from Homo ancestor,
Well,
Homo Denisovan,
I came back with eating sentient beings. I was like, what's going on?
Wait a minute. Then I heard ancient science. We correct ourselves. Oh.
Yeah. Connecting the dots of science to what we would call mythology or ancient Egyptian culture, ancient Christian culture. Because in the actual flood stories, right, it talks about after the flood, you're no longer going to be consuming human blood, et cetera, et cetera. It actually tells. So if they have to mention that, that means that people were doing that, which was one of the reasons, according to that story, for those that great deluge, right? And that story is not the only story around the world. There's other stories around the world about that same great flood and the reasons for it. The reasons for it are always talking about the wicked ways of man, no matter what culture you talk about, right? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Hell, you ever thought that it rained all over Earth and flood all over Earth? Has it ever crossed your mind that flooding has been occurring on Earth since Homo sapiens could realize it?
Absolutely.
And they found different ways to put myth around it because they did not understand the phenomenon of flooding.
Yeah, I think they did. That's why they wrote about it that way,
let me
right?
get this real quick.
Hey, check this, right?
real quick.
That flood didn't just start from the heavens. The actual when you actually learn about what the world is. Like, go ahead. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna tell you where the waters came from. It's different than what we think about flooding. Go ahead.
So let's say that we were in the same state that we were back then, right? And then the same situation happened in New Orleans with the flooding, right? And but if we was in that time frame, they would have a flood story. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all that is, bro. You can't tie. You can make correlations, but you got to be able to tie it in with evidence. It can't just be correlations.
Now, here's my question to y'all. Do y'all believe in the evidence that we're all talking about, that each culture, the major cultures, the Mayan have it, the Egyptians have it.
Yes.
We obviously, all right, so we have everybody, and we're nowhere near each other on the landmass, geologically speaking, right? So it's like, how does everybody around the same time have the same story? Because there was actually here's my point. Here's my point. There was actually a giant flood. People recorded and documenting their own culture in their own way, in their own understanding of their own gods, right? That doesn't mean there wasn't a great flood. It just means that people talked about it different ways, right? So what I want to
how can you say they all say it's happening at the same time, but everybody's writing at the same time at different time periods about the flood? So how do you
the
make
archaeological evidence talks about that great deluge and how
No, but I'm saying the people that are writing, what time are they placing the flood in? Like, do the Mayans place the flood at the same date as the people in Israel? And do the
That's a good question. That's a good question, because everybody calls ages and days, they go according to a different, scale or whatever, right? A different measuring stick. Like we went from the cubit to the ruler. So the days are the exact same. The months are the exact same. They were gradual. They changed. We have different months than we did back then.
Hey, bro, I like that, right?
Yeah, man, I forgot my other point, bro. Yeah, go ahead. Y'all can build, but I forgot my other point though. But yeah,
you were supposed to forget your other goddamn point.
No,
everywhere. Trust me, yo.
Hey,
ain't nowhere the hell you can remember that.
I'm gonna remember it now. Watch, it's gonna come back to me now because you said that.
Hell no, yo, you tricked yourself. Let me show you this right here.
Have you looked at the Homo ancestors though?
No, hold on. We're gonna let's get this. I want to show you something. Here, look, map of ice sheet over the related ice sheet in North America during the last glacial maximus. That's around 11,000 BCE. This is called the Laurentide ice sheet. Let me educate you. All right. Now, there is flooding that occurs simultaneously all over the planet because the ice sheets are actually, quote unquote, melting, right? You got the Cordilleran ice sheet right here to your left, British Columbia. You see that? You got the Laurentide ice sheet. It's coming up all the way down to Pennsylvania, Maryland, Ohio, right? I think we can see it on this daggone map right here, right? So if you go to Africa, there's ice sheets in Europe. And as they transition out of the ice age, it starts to melt and flood. The Persian Gulf gets flooded out, right? And so later on, they will write these stories because their ancestors is word of mouth in it. Yeah, flooding does occur. I mean, massive flooding does occur at the same damn time around Earth. That's not an issue. The issue is they didn't understand the phenomenon of ice sheets. That's the issue. So we expect these stories.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that.
We can match it up with the fossil record. We can match it up with the geological record now. You get that? So you running in the space of we would say you're not looking at the literacy of understanding how Earth, and the water and the ice sheets and ice age work. Once you get that down pat, you can understand why the flood story is occurring in Mesopotamia, the Persian Gulf. They're all in the Persian Gulf record. All right, you can understand why native tribes write the stories, right? Because the water is starting to leave the quote-unquote ice sheets. That's what happened during ice ages. Ice ages occur, the temperatures rise, drop slightly, the water gets frozen up in ice sheets. When it warms up by a couple degrees, all this massive water release. So we get your point here, but your explanation is faulty.
Okay.
I know that kind of threw you. But I just gave you something to think about, though.
Have y'all heard of the Homo ancestors?
Yeah. What about them?
Type that term in for me if you don't mind, because I'm not screen sharing nothing, right? Or in your free time, right?
Yeah,
the point I was making that kind of went down a rabbit hole that confused you was that
the flood. I just wanted to deal with one
this
idea.
Cannibalization of a certain type of human being, not the adults that can defend themselves, not the elders. Obviously, you go after the weakest, right? That's been going on for 850,000 years, and it's still happening today. Those were the dots I was connecting for y'all when I was bringing that up. Those are the dots that you will see them connect. This is not just me speaking, out the side of my neck. They trace that actual tendency or that tactic or that ritual or culture, whatever you want to call it, all the way up. They try to find out where that shit starts. There you go. And the ones that they were hunting were a different type of species more often than not. And it started to blow my mind. And I know y'all about this type of stuff. So that's why I really wanted to bring to you. But if we're just going to stay there and just talk about this and not try to connect our modern science, ancient science.
Yeah, let's deal with that because
that's what I was connecting to, because we have a modern understanding of the same things we were doing back then by a different name. And so we got to start arguing against the actual names if the process and the function is the same. Do y'all comprehend that? Because
Hell
we're
no.
wasting time.
Hell no.
Do you comprehend that, my brother?
There's some stuff that I agree with, but it's
And you
mixed
can
up.
never, don't you ever say that ancient Africans didn't have science. And you supposed to be
there
black
we
power
go.
on everything, conscious community, that's supposed to be putting everybody else on game. We
You
can't
think
have
it's
that, brother.
offensive.
You
You
supposed
think
to be
it's
our elder.
offensive. You
Oh
find
yeah,
it
check out
offensive
them
not to say
ancestors
that.
though.
Yo, say I
And
spoke
I
to
knew
your
that
elder.
homie right there in the red and blue was gonna pop up too.
I actually quit. I
Down on
quit being your.
somewhere.
I quit being your elder because y'all wouldn't grow with me. That's why I quit.
But y'all gotta
if
go
I,
ahead and read what that Jones said and what
if I am black,
and that was the point where they found that where they found that cannibalization layer at is Spain, right? And it's northern Spain, where the mountain range of Fatima is at, right? It goes like, and we know who Fatima is in the black, conscious community related to Islam and Muhammad, right? But also that's where the Moors are supposedly had, that's where they had their stations at their capitals and stuff there. So it's like, who taught them boys in them caves how to do that?
No, you gotta
Who's
stop.
doing that? Hey, we're all one and the same. We're on the same earth. So if we can't blame a certain color of people for our oppression,
You can't hear.
because
You
we
can't
taught
hear.
them how to oppress people.
Yo, you gotta breathe. Yeah, hey.
So yeah, y'all got it. Y'all go ahead
Me
and do
myself,
it.
breathe. Take a breath. Yo, you outside about to pass out. About to pseudocide yourself. Wait a minute. He said what? What the hell that man just said?
He thought Nathan. I'm saying, brother.
Hey, don't you do that again because you didn't know what I was talking about.
You triggered that damn alarm, man. I ain't do that.
Hey, just because you don't know about it.
Listen.
No, you triggered that alarm. It wasn't me.
Say something besides just playing that little alarm.
No. My hands was in the air, yo. You ain't see it.
Let me ask the question.
That wasn't me, yo. I was like this. My hands was in the air, yo. I ain't do that.
Is this something that you are tying in all together based on your own independent research, or is there like a compressed body of work that we can read and see all the conclusion that you're coming to? Like, where can we find it?
I know I'm like mute. No, it was on y'all. Yeah, y'all go ahead.
Is there a model for this?
No, you hear the question? You heard the question?
You said a model for the Homo antecessor?
No. I don't think you can hear me. You can go out.
Oh, you said what for the point? No, you breaking up. You said for the point I'm connecting.
Can you hear me?
We're gonna move on.
I can't hear you. I
don't worry about it. We'll get the next question. Thanos, you want to say something? Then we get B. Lou up in here.
No, I was just trying to reiterate what Sosa was asking about. What was he doing? Was he coming up with this hypothesis or model independently, or did you have some? Whose work are you following to make this connection? That's what Sosa was asking.
Oh, just the discoverers who looked at the cut marks on the bones, and I forget the name of the cave, but they titled the actual hominid Homo antecessor, right? The people that actually showed us, because it's like, I'm not there digging up the bones. I'm going off what the professionals are saying. They're saying that those cut marks are like the cut marks on all the other bones that they butchered and ate. And so it's like, go ahead.
For the sake of brevity, we're just trying to find out, are you pulling this from somebody else's work, or are you making this up?
No, I'm not making this up, nigga. Oh, got that on the screen, but I can't hear him. He not talking. He was talking, but I can't hear him. But no, pulled up the actual documentation. Well, one of the images, but that was an AI image of the actual. I don't trust animated special effects images when they recreate what the actual tissue will look like. But when they find bones, I can kind of trust that because I'm not an anti-science disbeliever. I don't disbelieve that science is a thing and they're digging up these things. But I want to understand and combine it with my understanding of reality.
Read the article.
So
let me get.
You only cut like that when you're trying to butcher an animal, and they were doing that to human beings. And then they found certain layers where they were doing that over time. And so it was a ritual. It was a culture of doing that when it wasn't needed. And so you can find that culture of cannibalism layered all throughout all cultures around the world when you just do simple research. I'm just connecting those dots saying like, I'm just wondering how long have we been doing that weird shit And of course, there's people fighting against that because not everyone's doing that. But in
Oh
these
shit!
areas,
Hey,
right?
hey, we gotta, we
They
gotta
just
cut
happen
that
to be
short.
certain
We gotta cut
areas
that
where
short.
we
B.
are
Lou,
supposed to have
gotta cut him out. You can't hear us, yo. Hey, B. Lou, what's up? He can't even breathe.
Yeah, he gone. He gone.
Yeah, what's going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing?
What's up, B. Lou?
Everything good. He's still rocking too. Look at
Yeah, we hear you, man. Keep rocking. We can't even hear you. But go ahead, B. Lou. What's on your mind?
Man,
good.
Go ahead, B. Lou.
Keep it together. Huh?
I'm keeping it together. We couldn't hear you. We just mute out. We had to move on to the next question. Go ahead, B. Lou.
Mute out myself.
Yeah, your phone. We heard your mic went out too, B. Lou.
Yo.
All right, we got you now.
Yo.
Go ahead. We
Y'all
hear
can
you
hear
now.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I just wanted to mention a couple of things. Number one, I think the conversation we talked about this in the back chat a little bit, man, but the conversation is just kind of circular at this point. You know what I'm saying? So it's an important question that everybody, if we want to be fair to every side, we want to be fair to what we actually want to learn, we have to ask ourselves, well, how will I know when I'm wrong? That's an important question to always ask ourselves as far as being scientific. How will I know when I'm wrong? You know, have we asked ourselves that? That's an important. I'm not saying we haven't. I'm just saying that's an important question. And if people haven't done that, and you're always trying to win, and it's always
I
going
can hear the other brother,
to
but I can't hear nobody now.
It's always gonna. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay. He just okay.
Yeah, you gotta put myself in the back. He can't hear nobody.
All right, go ahead.
He can't hear nobody.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So I think that's an important question to ask ourselves. That's number one. Also, from a perspective of a computer scientist like myself, like I'm a computer scientist and a software engineer, so I see the overlap there, and I see where it can go. You know, people can say, "Oh, okay, well, that's not science." Well, I mean, science and engineering definitely overlap all the time, for sure. But an important like distinction is that science is a philosophy, you know, and I think Cedric touched on that. Well, I mean, like I said, it's become circular, so a lot of people have touched on it. But science is philosophical; it answers the questions. The engineering is the what. Like it's just like the difference between a law and a theory. Like people think a scientific theory is just not formed enough to be a law yet. No, the law is what happens. The theory is the explanation of that. You know what I mean? That's how that works. You know what I'm saying? Like so we just gotta kind of put things in perspective. And I think if everybody asks those questions of themselves, then I think we'll be farther along without having the back and forth. Well, if people are in good faith, I mean that's a good caveat to have too, because you know sometimes people aren't. So I just say that, man, and I appreciate y'all, man. Keep rocking.
I appreciate that too, and that's why I started the show up with that commentary, man, about having conversation in good faith. And I feel like some conversations aren't being had in good faith. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it. So.
I can hear y'all clear and loud. Yeah, buddy. All right, I'm back.
So the good faith is important. Not only is good faith important, challenging your own idea, right? So when it came to the bacon and the science and all that, I just challenged the idea of, well, can I find a replicable source that actually said that Darwin was a naturalist and Newton was a naturalist, right? And then why? Right? And so I went to the big resource, Stanford, right? It's an Ivy League school. Like philosophy is their thing, their philosophy department, and their website is loaded. Been reading it for years. I'm not saying I understand it for years. I'm saying I've been reading for years, and I've come to be able to handle that type of material. And when I found solid, concrete sources, right, then I could say, okay, well, I'm comfortable with calling him a natural philosopher. That's Charles Darwin. And I'm comfortable with calling, quote unquote, Newton a natural philosopher. And this is why. And once I understood the why they call them these things, then it makes sense. And then once you understand why people would retrospect, there's their word again, right? And call them a scientist, I'm comfortable with that too. But the other side, they're not comfortable with the solid sources saying they safely fit in this here. They're not. They just want to holler out science. They want to retrofit it. Then we brought the sources to show why that's really not a good idea, because in the history of science, we're actually trying to understand what each group actually does. And you can't, if everybody's a physicist and everybody's a scientist, then you could never understand the conversation and its proper thing. Man, we got to get over here to the show. It's 9:30, right? I mean 4:30, am I correct?
It's almost.
It is 4:30
It's like 4:38. Hey, real quick. An important thing is like also like being a computer scientist is like people who like I use math all the time, right? So Albert Einstein's a brilliant mathematician, right? But he's not a computer scientist. Like that don't even make sense. Like to say that, you know, before the thing even exists, they were like why they? I don't understand why that's being fought. Well, I do understand why, but it's a bad argument.
And to build off what you were saying, that's the point that I was trying to get to, how we're all connected in the scientific
You never
journey.
was trying to get to that point. Wait a minute.
Bro, you were not. No, that's a totally different point. I made a totally different point.
I promise you, I said that which I would call ancient science. We had that. We had mathematics and we had ancient science in Africa. It's not what we would call modern science because et cetera, age and how time passes, right? You're not going to have the exact same. Remember when I made the example how your cells tomorrow
Bro, you're
going
a
to be
flat
a little
earther,
bit
bro.
different? Hey, listen to what I'm saying. How your cells tomorrow,
you're not a flat earther, are you?
Listen to what I'm saying.
No, question.
No. I know you got a question, but listen to what I'm saying.
No,
your
I said
cells
flat
tomorrow,
earther.
scientifically speaking, are going to be different.
You said you was a flat earther.
I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove it, Earther. That's what I
answered. Damn question.
I just answered it. I said I'm gonna prove it, Earther.
Then why we talking
one way or the other? Now here's my point.
You science denier. Why we talking to you? You a science denier.
Yeah, I can't do that, bro. Come on, yo. We done messed up the show with that.
Yeah, that was a flat earth. That's a flat earther, man. You don't want to deal with that.
Hey, no, come on, man. I'm done.
You put me back. Hey, man, you put me backstage for no reason. Cut me off.
I did. I got a reason to cut you off. Hold on. Let me show you my reason. Hold on. Wait. You gotta let me talk. I'm the moderator.
Man, can you just let me?
No, listen. I'm never listening to a flat earther.
You don't listen to science.
I'm not listening to a flat earther trying to tell me about science.
You said Africans didn't have science.
It's wasting my time. It's wasting my time. And
hey,
you're my man,
Fredo, hey,
no, bro,
I know you're upset, right? Because I caught you in I caught you. Hey, Fredo, hey, calm down for a second, man. Just give me 60 seconds just to speak. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about information, right? All I'm saying is that it's scientifically proven that your cells are going to be different tomorrow than they are. I know you don't, because you're not reading the actual studies about what you're talking about.
I know, but maybe
that's why y'all were upset.
Wait a minute, but you think the Earth is flat and you reading actual studies, yo? Is we serious right now? I'm not gonna waste my time. I can't do it, yo. What's going on?
That's crazier than people who believe the Earth is flat. Ancient Africans didn't have science. That's wilder, yo.
You said no, it's not.
It is.
I ain't arguing with you. All right, we're both crazy. That's why we can't do it. I'm not gonna waste the time. Let's
just put in the back chat the link to the compressed work.
Stop being scared, man, because of information. That makes no sense to be that nervous about actual information. All I asked
for the source that says what you're saying in the back chat.
Here's what I'm saying. All right, I'm going to do that. There's this thing.
Now you gotta do it now because I don't believe you. I think you're gonna mess it up.
Yeah, we got Daily coming up too.
Well, you can't keep unmuting yourself.
Yeah, he a flat earther, man. He gonna crash out.
But
you gotta make a thumbnail for JJ show.
Why you that man? Hey, Fredo, why is everybody this ornery about a nigga trying to get his point off for like 60 seconds? This is crazy.
We don't gotta do. It's not crazy. We can't do that, man. You can't tell us about
science. You thought Africans didn't have science, nigga, and proved you wrong. You had to type it in and find out you was wrong, nigga.
You won, yo. What you want?
No, you lost, nigga. You don't make sense, science guy.
Hey, who he lose again?
Put him in the back. Put him in the back.
Put him in the back. Yeah.
No, you just got me. Can't talk over.
What time is my show?
I got you. I'm not gonna do what y'all was just
doing. After Cedric show, remember? You ready? You don't even like you ready. You outside somewhere. You can't hear you.
Yeah, it's called Earth, nigga. You told me to
Oh,
mute up. You want me to mute up or not?
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking about. I was talking to JJ. I
Oh,
wasn't
okay. All
talking
right.
to you.
Yeah, yeah, real quick. Real quick, y'all. Let me get 1 minute of the floor. So I was wondering what time the show starts. Does it start at 4-6 your time, right?
Yeah, after Cedric show.
Okay.
We're gonna go about 2
Yeah. Oh, so Cedric going first and then me. That's what I'm saying. So mine gonna start after Cedric. So I got about 2 more hours then, right?
Yeah,
I'm ready now, but so let me let everybody know what Chris's premise is. See, Unc's premise was different from Chris's. Chris's is saying that the Africans didn't have science at all. I want y'all to know this. Me and Unc was arguing 2 different things. I was arguing what Chris is saying right now. So I want y'all to know this when we go in here, and I'm gonna show you everything that he was trying to recap. He was lying. I'm gonna show y'all that. And Chris, you more than welcome to come on the stage when I'm up here, and we can get a clock out. See, I don't do shadow boxing. I get in the ring. You've been running for 5 years. So like I said, y'all stay tuned right after Cedric show. JJ, title of the show is Return of the Jedi Judah 7000 MVP Master Teacher. You hear me?
Y'all tune in.
Got you.
Turn of the
phone messing up.
Judah 7000 MVP's Master Teacher.
All right.
Pop the cap.
Yeah. But everybody, man, y'all make sure I run over the set talk, man.
Yeah, what he doing? What time he starting up? Is he starting? You ready?
Y'all just look up quantum entangled photons.
We not looking up none of that.
Modern science with old science connected. Y'all just do your research. No, I don't want to read that. I don't want to know about that.
I don't.
No.
I'm not.
I'm not.
You need to handle your flat earth nonsense, bro. Get off of that first. Then
your NASA launch. Hey, did we go to the moon just now? Did we go to the moon?
I'm not that. You off the show with that, yo. This man. Next show, bro. We can't do that one. That man said, "Ain't me myself." Next show, bro. Next show. We ain't.
Man,
you can't do me like that, yo.
But I'm finna do y'all dirty with that latest NASA launch. Globe Earthers are heated.
Do the show. You got a show. Do it. Where you gonna do your show at? You got a channel? You got a channel, yo? You don't?
Oh no, y'all channels are my channels. No, absolutely not. They know. No, I just go around you shoot trees, just knocking niggas out. For sure. Y'all know what I do. Yeah,
Niggas
that don't think Asian Africans had science.
You can't get past geometry. That shit was proving the world.
Everywhere I'm at saying absolutely nothing too, though.
Tell him, man, you got 3-4 telescopes to say different, yo. Tell him come look through one.
Yo, your telescope still looking the same way. You ain't looked out the window with that ever.
Hey man, you have to get out there.
We got photos from the man telescope. You tripping, bro? We got pictures.
Yeah, bro. You gonna have to get out there. You got to get out there porch, get on the airplane, yo, and figure out time zones.
Yeah, we might.
Hey, you spell time zone, then I'll believe it.
I don't even finna bog it down with that type of conversation, man.
Yeah, I can't do it. Yeah, you rest my brain cells up, bro.
Never time, bro. Never time.
Yeah, never time. I can't do
it. You too advanced for us, bro. You too advanced.
Yeah, you quantum past this, yo.
Yeah,
nope. Just type in quantum entangled photons. Do that for me, Just do that and look at the picture, Look at the picture,
You say look at ship. Type it and don't read it. You say look at ship it. All right.
Yeah, also readership. I know y'all don't like readership either, but type in quantum entangled photons.
I don't
read
know.
it and then look at it, right? Because that's how you read. You look at the words. Don't you have to look at the words to read it? Yes, lookership. Look at the words and read what it says.
Bro, you don't even know about exon. What you mean proton? Come on, get out of here.
Hey, Madon. You ain't on that level of intellect. Stop. They know you dumb. They just think you funny. They allow you over to be adjusted, nigga. Every channel thinks you adjusted, my nigga. Don't ever test me like that.
Bro, you's a known flat earther, man. Come on, bro.
That's the 5th time you said that. Next.
I know, bro. That kills your credibility.
Why?
Because
Watch his brain. No, listen, no. Let Madonna answer. Listen. Hey, Madonna, answer. Why? Watch this. Listen, no, just watch. They not gonna let you talk because they know you stupid.
Hold on, whatever official source you pull up, not gonna even agree with you because whatever source you pull up,
just type in quantum integral photons so we can actually get to the
right now, man.
Ain't this a science channel? Why y'all so scared about actual science? Just type it in.
Pull it up on the screen. Right now. We got another show to do. That's all.
Oh my. Okay. All right. So why y'all still here then? Riddle me that, black man.
We waiting for our man to queue up, bro, but that ain't.
We wait for you. We wait for you.
Then, so nigga, then we gonna keep talking then until they do that, then, right?
No, we trying to get you to stop talking.
Oh, we trying to get to it. Okay, so everybody got to be quiet so you can switch to the.
It ain't the Me Myself show, bro. You got to take a breath, bro. We gave you time to rock out.
What does that even mean? That made no sense. What you just said, bro.
Just chill out.
What you just said made no sense. Why you mad? Because what he said made no sense.
Hey, he ain't even passed the niggas test for the conversation. He eliminated.
He ain't passed the imaginary nigga test in my own brain.
Yeah, you eliminate. Yeah, you keep thinking.
I'm not handing out the test. I just got it in my brain.
Yeah, hold on. Uncle said that. Cedric push his show back. He ain't ready yet. He said push up at the 7.
Yeah, get a passport. Look at the world.
Butter. If only your mic was better. I can't hear what you're saying.
You put the show by the 7:30, so she tell Jay he can start at 6 or whatever you want to start. So
what? Oh wow! See that scheduling? He messed up that scheduling.
Yeah, you can just do Jay and then shit. Because we push by the 7:30. But it should be fine. Hold on.
Did you look at what I was talking about though?
Hold on, family. If we push it back to 7:30, it should be fine with 8. Because I mean, he must be tied up. So.
Hey, did you look at what I was talking about the quantum integral photon?
Yeah, tell him to call the police on you. You lost your mind. That's what it said when I read it. Say, come get this man. This man jumped out.
Y'all scared of actual reading? Read, man. You don't have to be afraid of reading, bro.
Listen to you, bro. The real flat. Ain't nobody listening to you.
Can't do it, bro. You think the Earth flat? Why stand on the Earth? Why it's moving through space? You think it's flat? And you got crystals on your neck.
Oh yeah, you out here, bro.
You seen the Earth moving, my nigga? Have you seen the Earth moving with your own eyeballs?
Man, yeah, we got somebody
like the whole Earth, right? You seen it? Yes or no?
No,
Watch the galaxy beyond, bro. Watch the galaxy beyond.
Hey man, stop playing. Y'all don't make any sense. Think before you speak. You told me that I know what the Earth looks like when I didn't say that, and you can't say that you know what it looks like, but you believe what they tell you. Why?
Is you stand? Why? That's what you stand?
But why though? I'm asking the question. Why do you believe that the Earth is what you imagine?
No, what we're not gonna do is ask me a question, then cut me off and ask me another question.
All right, go ahead, bro. That's the same question I've been asking. How do you know?
No, because it's called geodesy. That's how.
All right.
You know what that is, right?
And so they've shown the actual.
No. I'm asking you a question. You know what geodesy is, right? If you don't, that's fine.
The study of the Earth?
Study size and shape of the Earth, right?
Okay. All right. No, hold on. Here's my question. Have you seen I just answered.
Oh, yo. I'm not finished talking.
I'm
saying, have you read through how they study the size and shape of the Earth and why? Why they was able to measure the Earth? Aristophanes, why he was able to measure the Earth is a reason behind it. So once you get the measurements, you can't holler out it's flat no more. Now at that point, you're a science denier on purpose, willfully. That's all we're saying, bro. And I ain't waste my time doing that with you. I'm gonna get Professor Dave on you in a minute.
Hey, quick question. Hey, quick question though, man. All I want to know: have you seen an image of the rotating Earth?
One question. Have you seen the flat Earth?
Have they ever showed us that?
I can't do it, bro.
And that's why I say prove both to me. I don't care. Just prove.
They have showed it, bro. They showed it plenty of times.
No, they haven't. When? Tell me when, Madon.
Doing Artemis reentry.
Why do y'all keep
doing Artemis 2 reentry? Doing Artemis reentry, they showed that you can see the clouds moving and Earth rotating and all that.
All right. Yep. So we just saw it. We just saw it a month ago, less than a month ago. We just saw it rotating Earth.
There's a reason if you go to Somalia right now, it's gonna be a different time. Why?
If that is the first time, why is that the first time?
Everywhere on this planet be the same time right now.
Hold on. I don't like it. You got too much time or so. I can't do it, bro. It's not all about you going everybody attack you. I don't want to do it, yo. Next show. Man, yo, we about to get out of here. I don't know where Jay at, man. He need to where he at. Is he in the chat? Get home, man, so you can get right in the show. They done messed up the time. They messed with my schedule now. They in trouble now. Now they in trouble. Andy, did you want to do a show on that time space? What we doing? Because they messing up now. He talking about he can't do it. Said you tripping. It's a schedule for a reason, bro. We got the scheduling for a daggone reason. Jay knocked us off. What we doing? What we doing? What are we doing here?
I don't know, Andy, you trying to do a Galaxy Beyond?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Wanted to sounded kind of shaky, kind of almost maybe.
No. I'm supposed to get some clear skies tonight, man. So I wanted to bring the scope out.
You want to bring the scope? Kinda. You want to bring the scope out for the show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. We're gonna do that. All right. Let me know when you're ready. Messing us up because that basketball.
This something. This tool right here, it don't work on a flat Earth, dog. It don't work.
I know. It can't possibly.
It's got to be a rotating and orbiting Earth for this to work.
Right.
You know, that's how we know that the Earth is moving. But they can't tell you how they know the Earth is flat. It's just stuff don't make sense to them, and you know, oh, it's flat. But no.
Yeah, you just gotta ask them what's holding up the flat Earth. You know what I mean? That's all. Ask them what's holding up the flat Earth, and you know they'll leave it alone.
To be honest with you, yeah, I'd rather interrogate them than to have, and that goes for all the pseudos, dog. Because they always want to come up here in interrogation mode. You can't ask them nothing, and then you tell them to go get a source. That's what run them off. That's the kryptonite. Go get a source for that. You know, they try to talk all over you and get crazy and carrying on.
Well, I'm gonna stay tuned in, Anto. If y'all go live, I'll pull up on you, Andy, right now. We'll go take this up real quick.
All right, man, let me read this right here. Kyle says, wisdom itself is the ability to not judge others by standards you yourself cannot possibly meet. That is Kyle. There you have it. Mm-hmm. There you have it. Yeah. Absolutely. I don't know if that's a shot or an in between or maybe a measurement or what he's saying and what it is. But it was definitely a $4 comment. I ain't hollering because I ain't the dog he shot. Don't shoot the messenger. Man, look, man, we had a good one, man. I don't know where Cedric is at. We supposed to have this. I don't know where JJ is at. I don't know what we doing, yo. Now they killing me. Now we're going to move the schedule to Sunday. I can tell it. I can feel it. Man, we're going to let that flat earth get his last statement in, man. What's your last statement in, myself? What you got? Out the door. Close us out. 5, 4, 3, 2, you're done. You blew. I gave him that shot. Hey, we're gonna go out with this one, man. We like to go out with the, you know. Man, hit the Cash App going out the door, man. Ain't nobody showing no love today. Hit the Cash App, show some love, man. That's important for the show. Appreciate those that donated yesterday. And appreciate those that will continue to donate. You know, support the thing you do, right? You watch football, you get the NFL package. You subscribe and listen to the channel. Support the package, man. That's always important, man. So yeah, man, we're gonna keep doing it, keeping it solid, man. We got a lot of stuff going forward, man. Keep these time schedules right, man. It's gonna be there, man. Appreciate, man. 70,000 people in the building, man. We're supposed to be getting ready to go ahead and hit that said talk. I guess he's gonna get right. Gonna let him there, man. Gonna figure out what time he's going. Make sure y'all also support the Galaxy and Beyond. We're gonna do that sometime this week. And man, y'all know what it is around here, man. Let me see what we're gonna close it out with, man. Seem like that. Nah, we bombing on them, yo. Yeah, you know, let them niggas know we coming, yo.
by the black widow. Good juju, bad juju. Let them niggas know I'm coming. Y'all niggas summoning the demons, but I'm the demon that's coming. Good demon time. Good juju, bad juju. I'm God killer and I'm the one gunning. Top flight #1. Now look, I'm standing at the junction. Good juju, where knowledge and reality function. Facts. Now see that flame done came. Boom. And now y'all bitches running. Let them niggas know I'm coming. Let them niggas know I'm coming. Y'all niggas summon the demons, but I'm the demon that's coming. I'm God killer, and I'm the one gunning. Top flight #1. Now see that flame done came, and now y'all bitches running. All y'all life you been sitting on the benches, 2 dimensions. Cap, bitch, I avoid the trenches. I'm a home run over the fences. You say you study, that's cap. I stay with the heat, and that's a fact. Volcanoes and earthquakes, we make it shake. Wild ass niggas, you shameless. Keep talking bad, I make you famous. Good juju, bad juju. Protected by the black widow. Let them niggas know I'm coming. Y'all niggas summoning the demon, but I'm the demon that's coming. I'm God killer, and I'm the one gunning. Top flight #1, yeah. Now see that flame done came, boom. And now y'all bitches running. Good juju, bad juju. God killer, and I'm the one gunning. Volcanoes and earthquakes, we make it shake. Boom, boom. Let them niggas know I'm coming. I'm the demon that's coming. Protected by the black juju, bad juju.
Stay literate. Lack of knowledge, it's a deficit, why don't you get with it? Can you get with it? Monumental test without it, why not get with it? Niggas get having fits, it never a quick fix. Trick doing tricks for preaching in the pulpit. The religious think science be a trick, but it's a religious trick. Pull out the blick, pray to Jesus, but still selling bricks. You still don't get it, you're still with it. Now you're in deficit, so what can science fix?
Can't fix your ignorance, your constant belligerence keeps y'all in a trick. In a trick. That shit's continue, stay at cap. You stay at cap.
What we do with that? We teach the teachers teach. Call cap on the preacher. If this was knowledge, you're in the bleachers. The pseudo slip, do some magic tricks. Back to not reaching you. We the teachers teach. Calling cap on the preacher. The grift grifting. Where there's a grift, there's no lifting. The tide is shifting. We practice then we uplift it. It's a polished gift. So what can science fix?
Science can't fix your ignorance, your constant belligerence keeps y'all in a trick.
Still in a trick.
Still in a trick. That shit's continue. You stay at cap. You stay at cap.
No time for the grift. We kill them pseudo. No, that's lift. Shit stay lit. We never quit. Not one bit. The literacy's lit. Killing them with the science shit. Teacher. Call cap on a peach. Stay, literate, steam.
Protected by the black widow. Protected by the black widow. Good juju.
Bad juju.
I speak loud on the mic. Knowledge to the people. I speak loud on the mic. Knowledge to the people. Where the fuck you been? Bomb little niggas again. We buck the trend. It's been a trend. Poor desert. Eagles again. Never say this line again. Never sipping Heineken. Black Panther riding again. Always on my mind to win. I'm where I supposed to been. Black Widow protect me. Feds lose again. Nigga, cheat to win. Dope fiend never win. I speak loud on the mic. Knowledge to the people. Protect the youngsters. We pull Desert Eagles, never say this line again. Never sipping Heineken is where I win. Black Panther, riding again. When niggas break wild, no slack. I'm cutting like an axe, kick door can cut in the tracks. Good juju, bad juju. Never been in a gang but stay crewed up. We answer beepers, can't be tracked, computer hack. Protect the weaker, don't wear tattoos. But if I did, it be the reaper. Never say this line again, let truth be where we begin. Christians talking reckless, claiming we born in sin. Capping, let us begin. Pseudo killers to the rescue again. Never tripping, we teaching STEM forces, those tripping. Shoes again to the pseudos. It's always grim, we play to win. God killer again. Always time to defend. Bit the trend, King SOSA the king. If I can't, chill and be Kent. Malcolm Finch, those niggas for the win. 10 talk, bitch walk. Advanced time enough for them youngins. Space age Africans. Anthony with the space pop. And yeah, jump, we smacking them.
Let them niggas know I'm coming. Y'all niggas summon the demons, but I'm the demon that's coming. I'm God killer and I'm the one gunning. Boom, boom. Top flight #1, yeah. Now look, I'm standing at the junction. But knowledge and reality function. Facts. Now see that flame done came. And now y'all bitches running. Let them niggas know I'm coming. Y'all niggas summon the demons, but I'm the demon that's coming. Boom, boom. I'm God killer and I'm the one gunning. Top flight #1, yeah. Now see that flame done came. Boom. All y'all life you been sitting on the benches, yeah. 2 dimensions, cat. Bitch, I avoid the trenches. I'm a home run over the fences. You say you study, that's cat. I stay with the heat, and that's a fact. Volcanoes and earthquakes, we make it shake. While these niggas, you're shameless. Keep talking, bet I make you famous. God killer, we make bells ring, bass from the cannons, ears ring. You promote pseudo, that's cap, sink or swim. Better adapt, Rogers Ave, talk slick, la. Northern Peak, we move quick, la. Show sources, don't chit, chat, no proof. Fall back, quick, NW code, clear vision, hilltop roots, no gimmicks. Rogers Ave, where I'm at. Northern Peak, we stay intact. Mondorman, shift the tempo, race to town. Info heavy, Park Heights, facts ready, Liberty Heights. No ferry, your claim weak. Fold fast, peer review. Hold that, methods first. No myth, replicate. Then it's legit. Correlation. Ain't cause, headlines, love, applause. Shirley Avenue. God killer, we make bells ring, bass from the cannons, ears ring. You promote pseudo, that's cap, sink or swim. Better adapt, Rogers Ave, no fake flex. Northern Peak, no late tax. DOI link facts, stamp, say less. Learn up, then rap. Shirley Avenue. Shirley Avenue. Smoking those pseudo all day long. Smoking those pseudo be lying here, smoking those pseudo all day long. Back music all day long. Bad music all day long.
Man, you've been listening to Bobby Banger. Yeah, I'm saying DJ Style. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm your host, Bobby Banger. And with that, we're